You better hang up.
Who?
Who's that driving? Miss Little, are you driving?
No, I'm sitting in the car.
Very good. All right. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Let's get going, Madam Thomas. I gotta say, Madam Thomas, you do.
State of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Shamir Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, that you please remove them unless due to religious purposes. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Judge. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You look beautiful.
Why you call me now?
No,
It's funny.
Never mind.
I love you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. What I'm gonna try to do is do the best I can to get y'all as fast and efficiently as possible and try to take you in the order that you came in. So I have everybody's name written down. So I'm saying good morning to everyone now. And Ms. Williams, let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Ms. Williams Law.
Are you able to hear me? Judge?
Yes, I can't hear you.
Can.
You ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right. This is the city of Detroit. Let's see. Memento. This is Detroit versus Jason Gardner, Leverett, case number SP 159-35371, SP 159-60021. Mr. Leverett, state your name for the record, please.
Jason Darnell Leverett.
Today is the date and time set for a review. There was another open loudspeaker charge. Let's see what time that was alleged to have. The offense date was 9/29/2024. The allegation was made at 10:50 p.m. on South Evergreen and Linden. This allegation, well, this was 6/23. And here's the deal. Because that was already pled guilty on a couple of days before the other matter hit our system. It hit our system on 9/4/2024. So it's Mr. Bowman. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Hey, please record your honor, Victor Bowman, B33764 for the people.
All right. I have Mr. Jason Leverett, who is set for a review today and was set for a pretrial on the 18th of November last week, but on last Monday. So here's the deal. He's got, the review is for a loudspeaker charge. He paid that. The court is going to dismiss that case. That was pled guilty on August the 5th. 2024. 4 days after, well, not, no, 14 days after that was pled guilty to, he got another allegation of Lewitzki on November the 29th, 2020. That didn't hit our system until 9/4. So he pled guilty to a couple of weeks before that other charge came about. What do you want to do with it?
We'll dismiss the second charge, but Mr. Reverend, please turn your music down. This is the third time, you're gonna strike out.
All right, case is gonna be dismissed,
Okay.
Mr. Lett. If there's nothing further, both cases are gonna be dismissed. Have a safe and happy holiday season.
You too.
And best of luck to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, and this, we have here, good morning to you.
Judge.
Hey.
Oh,
Good morning.
Mr. Graham, he's here for a review. He
Can
said
I
just tell him to
access
come down,
that
and
ticket?
show that he's in a payment plan. He's
Graham.
on, yes.
This is the City of Detroit versus Devon
In the afternoon.
Latrell Brown, case number SP 146264421.
Yeah.
SP 146576661. Appearance for the record, please. Good morning to you. All right, today is, I'll start that appearance. Today is a date and time set for a review. I did see that you got into a payment plan, Mr. Brown. Find your file.
And Your Honor, what's the name of the defendant? I was hearing background noise that.
Deon Graham, state your name for the record, sir. Deon Graham, I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right, I see you entered into the payment plan, sir. Why is this one so expensive? All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you back down on this one drag race charge. It's up to 348. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you back down to the original. So that will be in the area of like 240 or maybe 285. We'll waive the late, I'll take that. I'll waive the late reinstatement fees. They late and late fee and warrant fee and whatever extra fee that we have, right? All right, so Mr. Brown, you're done with me, sir. Have a safe, happy holiday season and best of luck to you, all right? Bring back to all right. I wish you the best of luck, sir. All right, have a good day. You have that.
I never got to see it. I just gave.
Is that your dad there?
Yes, this one.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Did he-
All right.
Did he need any paperwork for this?
No, he's already got it. We can give him some paperwork on bringing that one thing down to the original cost that I just did. Other than that, he's already in the payment plan and everything. So you don't have to see me anymore. No more tickets though.
Right.
That's the plan, so.
That's the plan. All right. Y'all have a safe, happy holiday season.
All right, you too.
All right.
Yeah, he want that. He want-
No, that is fine.
Okay.
Just making sure we get that down to there. Okay, Mr. Barry, this is, Mr. Diaz, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Can you state your name for the record and your qualifications, please?
My name is Lermit Diaz. I'm not qualified yet. I did the training with Leo, and I'm going to do my exam in March next year.
Very good. Can you raise your right hand, please?
Sure.
Do you swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret the matter now before the court, not divulge confidential communication, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
And do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability you'll interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Nelson R. Gonzalez. Case number SP 1626015, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Señor González, diga su nombre completo para que quede en actas, por favor. Señor González, ¿me escucha? Señor González.
He on mute.
Señor González. Abra el micrófono, por favor.
That person on that iPhone, is something going on with your device. Go ahead. State your name for the record, Mr. Gonzalez.
Señor González,
Sí.
necesitamos que diga su nombre
Sí.
completo para que registro.
Nelson Rafael González.
It's Nelson Rafael González.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant.
Y yo soy el abogado junior por el defendido.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pre-trial, Mr. Berry. Why don't you go in the breakout room and work this out for Mr. Gonzalez?
Necesitamos que vayamos a una sala diferente para reunirnos con el señor González.
Mind Mr. Gonzalez, he has an absolute trial if he doesn't like the officer. Join the room, please. This is the city of Detroit. I'll pass that matter. This is the city of Detroit versus Tiana, Denise, Shirlee, case number SP 1630083, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1630081. Appearance for the record, please.
2, 3, 4.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to the staff. May it please this honorable court, Shamir Harris.
Waiting for her to come down.
Okay. All right, I'm
Leave
going
that
to be
to
here.
her, and then
All right,
Okay.
tell her you need.
Mr. Interpreter, you got to go in the breakout room. They're waiting on you.
P72832 on behalf of Ms. Gerard. Please state your name.
Tiana Gerard.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial, but we do have an officer here. I guess they got the notices kind of got mixed up. This is Corporal Baker. You can put your appearance on the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Artez Baker, Bath 21 Detroit Police Department.
Good morning to you. All right, today is the date and time set for pretrial, but see if Ms. Mathis, and we work this out. I'm gonna put Ms. Gerard in the breakout room, have a conversation with her, let us know what you want to do, come out. You have an absolute right to a trial.
Okay.
Join the room, please. Good morning.
Hi, Judge.
How are you?
Good. Haven't seen you in a while. How you been?
It's been a minute. All right, you here for Shamir Green?
Yes.
All right, let's call the city of Detroit, we'll pass the other matter, versus Shamir Green, case number G8091491. State your name for the record, please.
Marcelle Green.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Green. Today
Good
is the
morning.
date set for a review. Give us the update.
That's correct,
Yeah,
Judge.
good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you for calling the probation department's case right away. My name is Ken Stiati. I am the assigned probation officer on this case. This defendant has been placed on probation for 6 months on July 24th of this year. He is in compliance with the probation department and your order. He has completed the victims impact panel. He has completed the alcohol hour safety. He's still in outpatient treatment. His therapist wrote me a progress report recently that he will be discharged in a full month from now. But he does have a balance of $430. I had a chance to speak with the defendant. He has no problem of his probation being continued until the final 2 months from now. And then he knows that he'll owe the $430, pay the discharge, and then the probation department will submit the discharge. I'm in confidence that he will comply.
All right, I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Green. And you know the holidays are coming up, and that's the time a lot of the celebratory acts happen. So this is it's kind of a test for you here. But when can you pay the money?
I have a lot. My wife's birthday is on Christmas. My daughter's birthday coming up, so it will probably be a little after January, I say.
Let's reset the matter for January the 27th review.
Oh, and for that, the outpatient therapy, I'm done with that actually. I have the certificate. Well, she emailed me the certificate and everything too. I was done with that Friday.
Congratulations on that. Now, the sooner you get this money in, since you're doing so well, the sooner I'm ready to cut you loose off this. All right.
Okay.
So January 27th, as it stands right now, sir. Safe and happy holiday season. Happy birthday to your wife and your daughter, and have a safe and happy holiday season.
Do I continue to drop or?
Yeah, we might want to keep you dropping.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a safe, happy holiday season and best of luck to you. All right.
Same to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gill.
Yeah, it's nice seeing you again.
Always.
Have a nice holiday.
You as well. All right, so let's go with any other Lynetta Gordon. Is Lynetta Gordon here? Is Tyree Grayson here? James Lathan? I saw
Yes, John, I'm here.
All right, James Henry, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, John.
Let's go with the city of Detroit versus James Henry Lake, case number SP 161376861. Appearance for the record, please. May state your name for the record. I'm sorry.
James H. Lathan Jr.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a review This was a matter, you see, you only got charged $240. You're supposed to get charged $500 for this.
Yeah, I talked to the probation officer. This is what she gave. This is what she said. How?
Yeah, well, you knew it wasn't right, right?
Well, I expressed, I didn't know anything, Your Honor. I just asked like if she gave me the total and I paid it.
Okay, let's reverse now. You didn't know anything. That's what you just told me, right?
Well, I knew what you said, Your Honor, but I
okay,
thought.
So you did know something.
Yes, Your Honor, I did. But I thought when she gave me the total, I paid what she told me to pay.
I got you. I probably would have did the same thing too, but I'm not gonna come back and say I didn't know anything.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You knew what I said. Words matter, sir.
Yes,
Words
yes,
matter.
it does. Yes, it does, Your Honor.
Yeah. So we're gonna get the whole 500 out of you. What about the gun safety course? Did you do that?
Yes, I went through it. I'm done. I completed it.
What was going on with that? What did you learn about that?
Man, I learned a whole bunch of stuff, and I really appreciated going to the class. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna with Mr. Rice, I'm gonna have him come to my church. I'm a minister, Your Honor. I'm having him come to my church and do a gun safety class for everybody, because I think everybody needs to know exactly what's going on. I had no idea of all the implications with this, so I was like, wow, this is really very, very interesting. And so I enjoyed every minute.
Give the people something that they may not, that really shocked you about the course that you can take to them right now. One of the most biggest things.
Well, it was several things. One thing is that the open carry laws are very intricate. You can have half a gun out in your holster, and you still is not legally carrying a gun. Even though you have half of it out and half of it's covered, you are still liable. You know, you're still not obeying the law. Also, a lot of things that he gave a lot of examples of if somebody pulled a gun on you and you got to be, if somebody broke into your house and they turned their back on you and you shot them, you are still guilty because you are not in imminent danger. So everything that you do, if you're going to use the gun, you got to be in imminent danger. And he also taught us how to carry.
A lot of those things are going to break down the legal arguments by lawyers, and I'm sure that we got a few lawyers in here that would be able to say, hey, this is a council rule or something like that. But at the end of the day, the whole purpose of it was to get you to understand and make you aware. And then you just said one thing that struck me. You're a minister.
Yes, I am.
And I, find it, puzzling that a minister would know at the very least not to discharge his firearm in the city limits, I would think.
Yeah, well, Your Honor, you guys excuse me. First of all, I'm a disabled veteran as well. And I'm also from the country. And when I'm from being born and raised in the country, I'm not born in Detroit, being born and raised in the country, we practice that, in the country. And so I didn't know the magnitude of what that meant. And that's one thing the class did show me too, the magnitude of what, how wrong I was in city limits.
And thank you for your service, but how long have you been in the city of Detroit?
Approximately 8 years, 9 years.
And in that 8, 9 years, you lived in the city and you constantly hear gunshots in your neighborhood, right?
No, I don't constantly hear gunshots in my neighborhood, Your Honor, and stuff like that. I see
here. You do? Well, okay.
I hear every once in a while.
Once in a while you hear gunshots in your neighborhood.
Yeah, every once in a while, like during holidays and stuff like that. Yeah, like the 4th of July.
Not outside of holidays. Do you hear gunshots?
No, sir. Not much. Not much at all.
I think everybody wants to move in your neighborhood. Your property value just went up, but because I hear it in my neighborhood, and where's why I ask you that, because it's concerning when you hear it. You hope that your children, your relatives, your friends and family, and the people on your block are not in any kind of danger when they hear those gunshots discharged.
Right.
This is not the country. And it
I know.
seems like an obvious thing to me is that that would not be something that you would practice or exercise within any city limits when you're so close to other houses and things like that. So
You're right,
let's,
you're right, Your Honor, and that's why it's not it's really not a practice of mine. Really, it's a silly, I would call it a silly mistake or misjudgment and stuff. It's not something it's nothing I practice on a regular basis at all. You know.
all right, and what we'll do. So what I need is to bring that other 240 in here, that 260, to close this out and show me that proof of gun safety. Where did you give that to probation, or do you have that certificate yourself?
I gave it to probation. And here's a
all right, you show me that. When can you get the 260 back in here?
Immediately.
So immediately we can get it to you. We can bring it back tomorrow, and we can close this out early on you if you bring it in tomorrow, because I'm satisfied that you really, truly learned a lesson from this, and that I don't feel that you will reoffend on it.
No,
if you want to come back in the morning, we can close it out.
Okay, so I'll send it through Cash App. That's what I sent it to last time. I sent it through Cash App, and I'll do it that way. I'll have it done immediately.
Thank you, sir. Best of luck to you. If it's paid, and I see it's paid, you might want to come back and see it through tomorrow. But I'll see you in the morning. How about that?
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for your words too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And one more thing, Your Honor. I plan on working with Mr. Rice as advocacy on this, because I feel like everybody needs to know. I mean, you don't really know nothing until you go through this class. That's how I feel about it. Until you go through this class.
Well, I'd love to come to your church and be a part of it as well. If you
really?
If you send, yeah, absolutely.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll make the payment tomorrow, and so I come back to court. I come back to court tomorrow, Your Honor.
Yeah, and you know how to get in touch with me when you have that class.
Yes. Yes. I took the class already. No, I had the class.
No, when you have the class for your church.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Judge, before you go on, Ms. Gardner, did you want me to help her get on home?
Good morning. What do you need? What's your
Gardner, Sharon, son of the first bottom of the page. Sharonda, I'm sorry.
Is it you have a valid license now?
No, sir. I did go for my written test, but I failed the first time, so I have to go back to it.
When are you gonna get a valid license?
I have rescheduled for this Friday to go back and do this test. I'm retired. It took a lot for me to clear my name, so.
City of Detroit versus Sharonda Geiger, case number is SP 16265141. State your name for the record, ma'am.
Sharonda Renee Geiger.
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. We'll give you one more chance to get this, all right? You're determined, right?
Thank you. I'm determined.
All right.
If you see my records, you know I came
I don't
a
want
long
to see
way.
it. I don't want to see
Long way,
it.
sir.
But I only see one thing here now. When are you gonna get it?
I do my next written test this Friday.
This Friday?
Yes.
So what about, are we back here Monday?
Yes.
All right, come back December the 2nd, all right?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to come in person. You can bring it on Zoom, but.
And when I did the last Zoom, when they closed me out, they told me to come in person for my next appearance. That's why I came.
All right, you're good.
But I had a whole society attack me in the damn lips this morning.
All right, you don't have to worry about it, all right? Bring that license, all right?
Yes, sir.
And best of luck to you. Have a safe
Thank
Thanksgiving
you.
season.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get Mr. Berry, are you ready? Yes.
Was, Ms.
I can barely hear you, Ms. Winslow.
Not sure what's going on. You can't hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. What's going on?
I just wanted to know, was she on the docket?
Yeah, she's at the bottom of page 1, right, the second to the last name, Geiger, G-I-G-E-R.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, let's start with Mr. Berry. He's not. Ms. Harris, are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gerard. Gerard, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client is waiving her right to trial and entering a plea to improper plate with the remaining matters being dismissed.
All right, you want to take the deal now? Where is she?
I'm right here.
You want to take the deal?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and $500 fine?
Yes.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice and rights to break out on, did she not?
I'm sorry.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did she not?
She did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me draw your attention back to October the 3rd, 2024, around 3:07 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Grand River and Finkel. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Can I hear the last statement again? I'm sorry.
That's Mr. Barry's. That's Mr. Barry's hustle and flow mic. Anybody's ever seen that hustle and flow? Did you have an occasion? I'm gonna mute you, Mr. Barry. Thank you. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver? Was something wrong with the plates on that vehicle?
Yes.
What was wrong with it?
To my knowledge, like it wasn't registered.
To your knowledge, whose car is it?
It was a friend of mine.
And you knew that wasn't registered before you got in it, didn't you?
I did.
All right. All right. I'll find her guilty as charged. You satisfied with that, Ms. Harris?
Satisfied.
Stipulates probable cause to dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated.
All right. Let me 240, ma'am. Dismiss upon payment. When can you pay it?
I can't pay it all, but I can get on a payment plan if that's possible.
Come back on January the 2nd, 2025 at 8:25. Pay it at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. I'm told you can upload the DivDac app to your phone, or you get into the payment plan. You're going to come down in courthouse and get into the payment plan. Do it before January 2nd. I'll see you back then. Don't turn up too much, because you need to make that adjustment. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Safe and happy holiday season. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Jay, who was that? Jamie's iPhone.
Yes, Your Honor.
And who is Jamie? Good morning to you. Jamie, what's your last name, please?
Lewitzki. I can spell it for you if you need.
Let's see. I don't see it on the docket here. Does anybody see it?
My attorney was in here too. He did send me a text message and said that it said it was dismissed, but I just wanted to stay in here to make sure.
All right, spell. You see it? Lawitcke.
Yes.
CKE.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, qué bueno.
This computer's running slow this morning. All right, I'm gonna dismiss the case. It says here, dismiss upon payment. I mean, 3-month delay. 3-month delay, so we'll dismiss. All right, there's nothing further now. Safe and happy holiday season.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, Corporal Baker here. Was my case resolved?
Yeah, it was resolved. She fled.
Okay, no
All right,
problem.
Be safe.
All right,
Corporal.
You too. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You as well. Lipscomb.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
City of Detroit versus Amari, Lipscomb, case number SP 160666661 and 2, SP 1632062, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 1632061. Appearance, Ms. Harris, for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lipscomb, please state your name for the record.
Amari Diamani Lipscomb.
Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Ms. Harris, give Mr. Lipscomb an updated offer. Mr. Lipscomb, you have an absolute right to a trial. Do you have a valid driver's license, registration, and insurance?
That wasn't my car, but I am setting up another.
We can discuss it in the breakout room, Mr. Lipscomb.
Yeah, join the breakout room. All right. Everybody, if I ask you that question, just give me a yes or no answer. You're going to have an opportunity to speak with an attorney to explain things, but we just kind of ask that question. If we have a valid documentation, we'll dismiss some of the matters because of the valid documentation. All right. All right.
Your Honor, can they just give an affirmative, or we want to speak to the attorney, or just act?
They can.
So only answer that in the affirmative if you can. Thank you.
They don't have to answer any of the questions. They can remain silent.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, all right. Let's see. One of the first attorneys that I had in here was Marcelle Law.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here with Mr. Lopez. We're ready.
Lopez Flores.
Elmer Lopez.
Elmer Lopez, and that's for review.
Yes.
Does he need an interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm here,
I have
Your Honor.
documentation for his testing, and I can provide that to the court if necessary.
Very good. Please do that. This is the city of Detroit versus Elmer Lopez, case number SP 159394551. Mr. Lopez, state your name for the record, please. Mr. Interpreter, you're muted.
Hello, Your Honor.
Did you get that?
I didn't hear that.
Elmer Lopez. This is the city of Detroit, versus Elmer Lopez, case number SP 159394551. State your name for the record, please.
Señor López, ¿usted podría decir su nombre completo para que queden los registros, por favor?
Elmer Gerardín Tello López.
No le escucho.
Elmer Gerardín Tello López.
Elmer Geraldine Sergio López.
Tello López.
Sergio López.
Tello.
Teo.
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for review.
Hoy es el día que vamos a hacer la revisión, el día de hoy.
I have, you indicated that you have the testing. What about the misdemeanor morality class, Counselor?
Good morning,
Usted,
Your Honor. Jonathan Contreras, PA 1997, on behalf of the defendant. At the last pretrial, we presented the classes. The only thing that was missing was the STD testing, and I can, if I have an email, I can provide that to the court right now.
la última vez que nosotros nos reunimos, lo único que te falta es una clase que tienes con el SPD y es lo que el abogado le está ofreciendo ahorita al juez.
I'm gonna put my email address in the chat, and I'm gonna close it out based on your representation.
Entonces, basado en eso, yo voy a cerrar este archivo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Muchísimas gracias, su señoría.
Have a safe and happy holiday season, and best of luck to you both.
Que tengan una feliz día de acción de gracia y que tengan buena fiesta para ustedes dos.
Gracias, igual.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. I'm sending that right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Berry, are you ready?
Ready as to Mr. Gonzalez, Your Honor.
Yo estoy listo aquí para el señor González, su señoría.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Señor González, yo le di la oportunidad para que usted hablara con el defendido. ¿Qué es lo que el defendido Nelson quiere hacer?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's most current offer, which is to enter a plea to improper plates as to the unregistered, untitled document ending in 0151.
Mi defendido está de acuerdo en declararse culpable con dos cargos que no tenía registro de placas y las placas no eran las apropiadas.
The other matters to be dismissed.
Los otros dos asuntos van a quedar sobreseídos.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gonzalez?
El señor González, eso es lo que usted desea hacer. Señor González, tiene que abrir el micrófono.
Unmute yourself, sir.
Sí.
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Usted puede levantar su mano derecha, por favor.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Usted jura decir la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí.
Yes.
And you put your hand down.
Ya puede bajar su mano.
You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Usted sabía que aquí puede, por este delito, usted puede tener tiempo en la cárcel de 90 días y una multa de $500, máximo de $500.
Yes.
Yes.
You have an absolute right to a trial?
Usted tiene el derecho a que sea representado por un abogado.
Sí.
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice rights and breakout room, did he not?
El señor, el abogado Rice le leyó todos sus derechos cuando usted estuvo en la reunión de la sala pequeña.
Sí.
Yes.
You understood those rights?
¿Y usted entendió esos derechos?
Sí.
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
¿Y usted tiene preguntas sobre esos derechos?
No.
No.
You know, by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights?
¿Usted quiere aceptar la oferta que se le está haciendo?
Sí.
Yes.
Anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
¿Alguien lo ha obligado o lo ha coercionado para que usted tome esa decisión?
No.
No.
Drawing your attention back to September 21st, 2024, around 1:38 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Jordan. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Entonces, yo le voy a llamar la atención del día ese, el septiembre 21 del 2024, donde usted estaba manejando por la ciudad de Detroit sin el seguro y sin un vehículo con las placas que tenía que ser.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Y usted estaba manejando un vehículo.
Sí.
Yes.
Was there something wrong with the plate on that vehicle?
Y usted no tenía las placas en ese vehículo, ni la registración de ese vehículo.
No.
No.
There was nothing wrong with the plate, Mr. Berry. You can't make that factual basis. I've asked to make sure that they can make a factual basis.
Entonces, esto, señor Berry, usted tiene que tener seguridad que las bases son factibles aquí, en este caso, bases fácticas.
Okay.
Go back in the breakout room. If you can't make a factual basis, we're going to set the matter for trial.
Entonces, este asunto lo vamos a poner para que vaya a un juicio.
O sea, no, yo quiero pagar, ¿no?
I just want to pay for the fine.
It's not about that.
No se trata de eso.
Go back in the breakout room.
Vamos otra vez a la reunión en la sala pequeña.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record. Lipscomb, Mr. Lipscomb, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, your client wants to trial date and appointment of counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, and I placed his contact information in the chat.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lipscomb?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I'm gonna mark the file, need an appointed attorney. What I need you to do is answer calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. I'm gonna set a pretrial date for the 27th of January, sorry. And that is just to set to make sure that you have that appointed attorney. And I'm gonna set a trial date for the February 3rd.
Okay.
Come back on the 27th of January at 8:30. If there's nothing further, have a very good day. Have a safe, happy holiday season, and best of luck to you.
Thank you both. Thank you.
Thank you. Park. Yes.
All right, do you got Mr. Raphael Lopez to the room, please?
How does Jamira spell her name?
J-A.
No, he's not talking. He's talking on the damn thing. She will mute himself before he does that. I get. Very disruptive. City of Detroit versus Wanda Lee Park, case number SP 158-2349. I don't know if it's one in counts two and SP 158-23691. Appearance for the record, please. Ms. Harris.
Erica Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Wanda Park.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. There's only the one case on the docket, no insurance. The other two matters were in default, so they don't seem to have any. It was supposed to be incurred on.
I have my insurance.
October the 15th. Is in default. Go in the breakout room to speak with Ms. Harris. Ms. Harris, Ms. Leapart has an absolute right to a trial. She indicates to the court she has insurance. So I don't know what you're going to work out for the other two matters. One is prohibited right turn, and the other one is no registration. All right. So join the room, Ms. Carter, and speak to Ms. Harris. All right.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Robinson. Ms. Robinson. Sarah Robinson, are you ready? All right, Mr. Backus, Attorney Backus, are you ready? Okay, Attorney, and any other attorneys ready?
Your Honor, I think I'm probably ready.
What do you have? Counselor, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Bajoka. I have Raina Otero, and it's a simple matter. I'm substituting in for previous counsel, Your Honor. I think they realized they had a conflict. So all I'm looking for is a new date here. I do have a substitution of counsel.
Raina Otero.
She is on Zoom, Your Honor.
Otero. Counselor, is it Otero?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Does your client need an interpreter?
I think for today's purposes, she can get by. She was on there. I don't see her on there anymore. And Your Honor, I'm happy to waive her presence if the court is happy to indulge accepting my substitution and setting us for a new date, but she was on.
One has an E, the other one does not, so she's got 4 cases. At least 3 it says here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. City of Detroit versus Raina Otero, case number U69337424, U69337324, U69337224, U69337124. Please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Bajoka appearing on behalf of Ms. Otero on all 4 of those tickets. Your Honor, I am representing Ms. Otero at this point. Prior counsel.
There she is. Ms. Otero, buenos dias, necesito interpreter.
Sí, yes.
All right, so we have to get some things straight before we start with this, counselor. I need to know the correct spelling of her name. First name is, I have an E at the end of Raina Bell. I need to know her date of birth because I got 3 different sheets. 2 cases on one sheet and 1 case on the other 2 sheets. I have a date of birth of 87 for one. And then I have a date of birth of 81 for the other. Let's see if so we're gonna have to wait on the interpreter. Let's pass the matter momentarily. We'll get.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Once he comes out.
Sure.
Any other retained counsel here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr.
Philip Jaffe on behalf of J. Offen and Residential Fund 4 LLC.
Your Honor, Mr. Bajoka, Bajoka, as your case our pretrial been called?
Called and passed.
Okay, well, I'm ready.
City of Detroit versus J. Ronald Offen, B12502724. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Philip Jaffe on behalf of the defendant J. Offen, P25997.
As for purposes of Mr. Offen, can you state your name, please?
J. Offen.
All right, good morning to you. As for purposes of arraignment, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. My understanding is that there was an arraignment already some time ago, but I could be wrong because I just really entered the case.
It may have been, but he missed a court date apparently. That's
okay.
Why his status. Purposes of arraignment, Counselor.
Yes, the defendant would enter a plea of not guilty.
In not guilty plea, I'll give him a $0 bond. You want to speak with Mr. Bowman on this one?
I would, please, Your Honor.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let all the retained counsels get privileges. If you're gonna speak to your client, I'm gonna put your client in 5. Mr. Hoffman, I'm gonna put you in 5. Mr. Jaffe, you can go to 4 and speak with Mr. Berry, and then go to 5. Your client will be waiting on you in 5. Your client is inclined to take a plea. And this goes with all the retained counsels. Make sure you go over their advice or rights with them, okay?
Okay.
All right. Join 4. I'm gonna put your client in 5.
Thank you.
And Attorney Bacola, please also go to breakout room 4.
All right, let's pass the matter. Mr. Berry, are we ready? Well, the interpreter is not back now.
That is correct, Your Honor. He says he'll be away like 10 minutes or so.
All right, let's go ahead. Mr. Bernard Lathan. Mr. Bernard Lathan, the third, the second.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. See what it's set for today. What's your date of birth, please?
2/13/1983.
City of Detroit versus Bernard Lathan. Case number. SP 110629 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 110629 counts 1 and count 3. SP 15233 Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lathan.
Bernard Jamal Lathan II.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer Robinson, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? We have an Officer Smith here. Officer Stephanie Smith. All right, all I hear is Officer Robinson, Mr. Berry. Go put Mr. Lathan in a breakout room with you. I'm gonna put you back down in 6, Mr. Berry, and I'm gonna put Mr. Lathan in 6. Get him an updated offer. Officer Johnson is here. He's not responding yet. He's in the room. And Mr. Lathan, today is the date and time set for trial. If you don't like the offer, we'll hold the trial. Join the room, please. On that iPhone, I'm asking you to unmute yourself. Can you state your name, please?
Melissa Grantham.
Grantham, good morning to you, ma'am. Counselor, are you ready on often?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with often. I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. What does your client want to do?
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke to the city attorney and he has agreed to dismiss the case.
All right, I've tried to pull your client out. You go ahead and 5, let your client know, case is dismissed. Safe and happy holiday season, best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, all right, we're waiting on a lawyer, so is,
And how do I get to that room, Your Honor, to speak to the client?
He's out. Mr. Hoffman, your case is dismissed. Have a safe and happy holiday season. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is Lynetta Gordon here? Is Kenyatta Lewis here? Or Tyree Grayson? Gordon, Grayson, Lewis. Any of those people here? Any other retained lawyers that need to be heard? Warbling?
Good morning, Judge. I'm gonna, if I could speak with the prosecutor. Sorry, Your Honor.
You have, he's in 4. I'm gonna put you in 4.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Judge, this is Attorney Dean Cooney. Could I go to that room 4 also to speak to the prosecutor?
I gave you permission. Go ahead to 4. You can move around. Who's your client?
Last name is Risco.
Risco?
Risco, R-I-S-K-O.
What do they set for?
You know, this is an old case, Judge, from 2007. I think it's set for an arraignment on a violation.
That's very well. Go ahead and join the room.
Thank you.
On that Samsung device, with that Samsung lead. All right, Ms. Harris, are we ready? Not yet. Leapart, you came out of the room already?
Oh, I didn't know if it would come out or not.
I think you need to go back in there. Ms. Harris is probably still working on something.
Okay, how do I get back?
It should be always there for you down at the bottom of your screen. You should probably be able to punch one of the keys and it says join that room. That room is always open to you. On the Motorola Moto G, Plea 2023, gentleman in the gray sweat top, I believe. Good morning to you. What is your name? Motorola Moto G. Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo se llama usted?
Manuel García.
Manuel Garcia Martinez.
Sí.
All right, we're waiting on a lawyer. Corporal Spidel, I see you have somewhere to check in. Fitzgerald Harris, all of you, you guys can go check in if you need to. I got you checked.
Good morning, Judge Perkins, Officer Van Meer, just checking in, sir.
Yeah, good morning. I have all the officers checked in. What I'm gonna do is I'll put you all in breakout room one. And I'll let hopefully Mr. Bowman comes in there and speaks to you. Good morning to all of you. On Johnson, your case is up right now, Officer Johnson. And if you need to check in anywhere else, you're free to check in and come on back. Anybody, any of the officers.
Officer Johnson, no, I'm ready.
Yeah, we already called your case. We're waiting on him to come back.
Yes, sir.
Are we? Are we ready on anyone?
Your Honor, I think I'm ready on Ms. Otero, and I don't know if she's here, but I did speak to.
She is here. She is here. Not Mr. Interpreter. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go with we got Otero. O-T-E-R-O.
Is that okay if I do it here or you want me on site?
You can do it right here, it's fine.
Okay.
No, not on the Zoom. It's not gonna work that way, yeah. It's probably going to interfere with us. If you want to do it just on the microphone and cut your Zoom off, that's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We're on the record with Ms. Rainabelle Otero. All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Otero. Ms. Otero, can you state your name for the record, please?
Señor Otero, ¿puede decir su nombre para el registro, por favor?
Reinabel Islas Otero.
Reinabel Islas Otero.
Okay, go ahead, Counselor. What's going to happen with the case?
Thank you, Your Honor. I had a chance to speak to.
Hold on, let's let Mr. Interpreter interpret. Then let's get a rhythm.
Señor abogado, por favor, ¿qué es lo que vamos a hacer con la señora Otero?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have had a chance to speak to Mr. Bowman, the prosecuting attorney.
Yo tuve la oportunidad de hablar con el señor Bowman, que era el procurador o fiscal en este caso.
I indicated to him that I was substituting it on this case.
Y yo le dije que yo estaba haciendo una sustitución en este caso.
As previous counsel had developed a conflict.
Y el abogado anterior entendió el conflicto.
We discussed a 30-day adjournment of this matter.
Y nosotros quedamos de acuerdo en un aplazamiento de 30 días por este asunto.
The primary reason for the adjournment
Y la razón principal de este aplazamiento
is so that I can meet with Ms. Otero and figure out how these charges may impact her immigration status.
y es para que yo me pueda reunir con la señora Otero y hacerle saber que cómo estos cargos que ella tiene pueden afectar su estatus migratorio.
Once I figure, sorry. That's really all I have, Your Honor. That's fine.
En realidad eso es todo lo que yo tengo, su señoría.
All right, let me get Ms. Otero. She has 2 different birthdays. I don't know if you want to make that a part of your case or not, or we can just change that administratively.
Yo quiero darle una cosa a la señora Otero, porque es que aquí aparece que tiene 2 días de nacimiento, 2 fechas de nacimiento.
Y sería eso algo que también me gustaría que se pudiera chequear.
Your Honor, her correct birth date is 9/5/81.
Su fecha de nacimiento es el septiembre 5 del 1995, you said?
I'm sorry, 9/5, so September 5th, 1981.
September 5th, 81. 81, del 81.
Let's get the correct spelling of her first name, please.
Entonces también vamos a corregir cómo se escribe y se deletrea su primer nombre, por favor.
Reinabel, R-E-Y-N-A-B-E-L.
B-E-L.
Islas.
I think it's right in the screen, according to the spelling that you gave me.
I have R-E-Y-N-A-B-E-L, and one of them has an E at the end.
Hay uno que lo tiene así como usted lo acaba de letrear, pero hay una, en uno de los documentos aparece que tiene una I al final de la L, al final, como Reinabel.
Mi nombre es Reinabel.
My name is Reinabel, without the E at the end, Your Honor. This is interpreter.
All right, how about we just set a trial date for February the 3rd, Counselor? Can you work with that?
I absolutely can, Your Honor. Let me just double check.
Entonces hacemos un aplazamiento a febrero, al 3 de febrero del 2025, abogado. Eso trabajaría para mí, su señoría.
That works for me, Your Honor.
Eso trabajaría para mí, su señoría.
All right, trial date, February 3rd. Both of you, if I don't see you before the holiday, have a safe and happy holiday season and best of luck to you.
Okay, entonces quedamos que para febrero 3 quedamos para la fecha del aplazamiento. Y en el caso de que yo no los vea a ustedes dos, yo les deseo que tengan felices fiestas de Navidad y de Acción de Gracia.
Gracias,
At
igualmente.
9 a.m.
A las 9 de la mañana.
Gracias, igualmente.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Que tengan un buen día.
Okay, Mr. Berry, are you ready on your client?
Mr. Lathan was not in the breakout room. I need him back in the breakout room.
You need to sign back on and go in the breakout room. Yes, so you need to go in the breakout.
No problem. I'll do that outside. Is that okay if I can come back and do it here because the audio is a lot better?
Yeah, it is. Why don't we get all of them taken care of out there and you can come put it on the record here? So, because there's a handful of people who need to interpret.
Okay. I'm missing one name and a case number for Lopez. If you can write it down in a piece of paper for me, please.
Okay.
For Lopez, I think it's the one that has his.
I have Rafael Lopez Aguilar.
I think that's the one that we did before that I didn't have it on my.
No, I have Elmer Lopez Telio.
Telio, yes.
Tello.
That's the one that I need a case number.
I have that.
Okay.
I'll get that too.
Okay.
All right, let's go back on the record.
Going to the breakout room.
With Lee Park. I'm giving you an opportunity, Ms. Lee Park, to speak to counsel. Are we just talking about blocking traffic and dismissing the other stuff?
Yes, Your Honor, the no insurance misdemeanor and the no registration civil infraction that the court had mentioned. So the prohibited right turn is becoming blocking traffic. I did make her aware that there's potentially another case out there that she owes money on.
It is another blocking traffic she never paid. It's up to $210 right now. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea, counsel.
So stipulated, Your Honor, and we stipulate to probable cause for the dismissal.
All right, those stipulations, Ms. Lee Park, when can you pay 175? Well, you owe 210 plus 175. When can you pay?
Well, I'm on disability, so the holidays is in effect. So is it possible I can pay it by February?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
My
allow you to
sister,
get,
she helps pay my tickets.
I'm gonna allow you to get in the payment plan. Do that before January 2nd. Either get into the payment plan or pay it off, get it any did that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the did that app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse. Or I'll allow the payment plan. You're gonna have to come down to the courthouse to enter in a payment plan. Just get it done before January 2nd, man. Have a safe and happy holiday season and best of luck to you.
You too, Yana. Thank you.
All right. It's the city of Detroit versus Jerry Lucas II. Case number SP 1577084, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearing for the record, please.
Yes,
Shamir Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lucas, please state your name.
my name is Jerry Lucas.
Good
For
morning to you,
purposes of
sir.
arraignment, sorry.
Go ahead.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Will enter a not guilty plea in your client's behalf. Will give your client a $0 bond. I don't know what the offer is. I'm gonna let Miss Harris give you an updated offer, Mr. Lucas. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. Wait on her. She'll come in there and speak to you. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay.
Join the room, please.
Hold on, I'm on record.
What happened to Lathan? Mr. Berry? Did you ever do anything with Lathan?
I think Mr. Berry is in the breakout room, Your Honor.
I see. Mr. Berry, did you ever do anything with Lathan?
No, I talked to him initially. I have an offer now. I'd like to talk to him again.
Go ahead back in the breakout room with Lathan and speak to him. Good morning to you.
21st.
Any other retained counsels ready?
Judge, I think we were ready on Carlos Flores, but I don't know.
You need that interpreter though, don't you?
No, I do not, Judge.
No, all right.
I don't know if he's in the gallery, Your Honor.
He was here.
I see him. He is here.
Flores, Carlos Flores. What is this? I see. I see. All right, let's go with,
How you doing, Your Honor?
good morning to you. Let's go with the city of Detroit versus Carlos Miguel Flores. Case number SP 1593451. Appearance for the record, please.
Please, this most honorable court, Attorney Ben Werbling, P64889, on behalf of Mr. Flores. Sir, could you please state your full name for the record?
Carlos Miguel Flores.
Judge, date and time set for a bench trial. I did have an opportunity to speak with the city prosecutor. I believe they're going to recommend a dismissal, prosecutor's discretion. My client has a pending federal matter. He may be doing some time with respect to that, and this may affect his guidelines. So they felt it was in the best interest of justice to just dismiss it.
All right, this case dismissed. Mr. Flores, have a safe, happy holiday season. Best of luck to you on that pending matter, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge. Everyone have a nice holiday.
You have a better one, thank you. Hey,
Judge, we're ready on Risco, Judge, if you're ready to call that, man.
Risco is interpreter, correct?
We do not need an interpreter.
Okay, let's City of Detroit versus Maria Risco, case number Z782551. Appearance for the record, please.
Good Good morning, Your Honor. Dean Ancuni, P56513, appearing on behalf of Maria Risco.
Okay, Ms. Briscoe, are you there? Where's Ms. Briscoe?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you at your attorney's office?
No, I'm not.
All right. Oh, you're on the Samsung device?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
I do see her, Judge.
I see this matter is under probation. I see that there's no balance owed.
So-
what about all the other criteria?
So, Judge, what I did is I did speak with the city this morning, and I informed them that this case is about 17 years old, and I did bring Ms. Risco to court back in October personally, and then this matter was set for a violation hearing today. I did explain, due to the age of the ticket, as well as the fact that there was $1,496 that was owed. That I did have Maria pay that off. She paid that off on October 30th. So there currently is no balance owed. And due to the age of the ticket, the city attorney has no objection to this matter being closed out.
For the people,
Yeah, you know something, it's not the city attorney's discretion on that. That would be the court's discretion, and that would and that would determine whether the case is if the court has any jurisdiction still over Ms. Risco. Essentially, what in these cases, I've heard the argument that the court doesn't have any jurisdiction because the court on a misdemeanor case only has jurisdiction for 2 years. But there is a question of whether that matter of time will toll in the sense that Ms. Risco, obviously, the last notes I see here is that she did not complete the necessary requirements that were outlined for probation when she was initially sentenced on this matter. So what is your response to that, counsel?
I agree with you, Judge. I do believe, obviously, you still have jurisdiction over the case. And I believe that she was close to completing the probation. I believe there may have been a missed test, and then she failed to show up back in 2008. And at the point she was back in her life then, it's a completely different, she's a mother now, and she's moved on in a very positive direction with her life. She did retain me to make sure that this matter could be handled the right way, and that's why we did come physically to the court back in October. She did pay the $1,496 at that point. She's admitting, obviously, responsibility for failing to show up back in 2008. There's no excuse for that. All she can do at this point is do the right thing moving forward. Since there is no further costs that are owed, and because she comes with respect to the court to ask this court to close the matter out, I would ask that this matter be closed out. I don't see any further purpose in having her on probation at this point in her life.
Well, what I want to do is I want to see exactly, I want to give the probation department an opportunity to speak on that, because essentially there was a lot of requirements out here, and I understand that the matter is this old, but there's a school of thought that says why should Ms. Risco get the benefit of non-compliance when other people have to comply, and then Ms. Risco comes in 15 years later and makes the claim that she's totally clean and life has changed up, and I hope all of that is true. And then how does the court substantiate that?
Judge, would you like me to speak to probation this morning, or would you like them to do a updated report, or what would be your pleasure?
Let's let you speak to probation this morning. Let's see exactly what if they have nothing. I don't know what they have or what they don't. Can we get probation down here for Ms. Maria Luis Risco, please. And just give us a few minutes to further see, you know, where Ms. Risco was and what she did and did not complete at that time, and then we'll make a determination on what the court feels that is the appropriate remedy. All right.
Thank you, Judge. We're happy to wait. Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yeah. Yes.
could we check the license status of Bernard Lathan?
Mr. Lathan's license. And this Lathan the second, 83. And can you get probation down here from Mr. Risco, please? All right, let's pass that matter. And are we ready on the matter that the gentleman Gonzalez, Mr. Berry? Are you ready on Mr. Berry? Are you ready on that matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Ready.
Is the senior interpreter back?
He is back.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
You're muted, Mr. Interpreter.
Señor González, usted se le dio la oportunidad de hablar con su abogado nuevamente.
Yes.
My client was attempting to enter a plea. He was confused about with regard to whether or not he had valid a valid plate. The situation is one where he did not have a plate at all.
Yeah, no. Just I'll mute you. So it won't interfere. That way you can come in here like that. So you don't have to re-sign back. I'll do it next time. All right. All right. Just repeat that for the interpreter, please, Mr. Berry.
Mr. Lathan was somewhat confused about the various documents. I believe the court asked if was there something wrong with his plate. The fact of the matter is he did not have a plate when he got these tickets.
El acusado estaba confundido entre lo que era el título de propiedad y las placas y la registración de las placas del vehículo.
All right, is that what's going on, Mr. Gonzalez?
Señor González, ¿eso fue lo que sucedió? ¿Esa confusión fue lo que sucedió?
Sí.
Yes, sir.
You didn't have a plate at all, is that correct?
Entonces usted no tenía placas en el vehículo, ¿eso es correcto?
Correcto.
Correct.
All right, I find him guilty as charged to the improper plate. $240 will be the fine. Dismiss upon payment, and we'll dismiss the other matters now with the stipulation of probable cause.
Entonces, ya usted le acepto su declaratoria de culpabilidad por no tener las placas. Le hago un sobreseimiento de los otros cargos que usted tenía. Usted tiene una multa de $240 y el caso se cerrará cuando usted pague esos $240.
Ok, ¿cuánto días me dará para pagar?
How many days can you give me to pay?
When can you pay it?
¿Cuándo puede pagar usted?
En unos 20 días.
Around 20 days.
I'm going to give you 30 days to pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat after your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person.
Usted lo puede pagar, le voy a dar 30 días para pagarlo y usted lo puede pagar en los kioscos que están en la ciudad de Detroit. Lo puede pagar con su teléfono en línea o puede venir aquí y pagarlo.
Or get into a payment plan. I mark the file allow payment plan and do that before January 2nd. That's your next review date at 8/25.
Y a la otra es que usted lo pague a través de un plan de pago y eso tendría que revisarse en enero 2 para que usted lo haga en la mañana, a las 8:30 de la mañana.
No hay problema. Yo cancelo todo en el transcurso de este año.
I want to pay everything this year.
We'll pay it before January 2nd.
Tiene que pagarlo antes del 2 de enero.
Come back January 2nd, if it's paid, we'll dismiss the case.
Y usted viene el 2 de enero, una vez que lo pagó, y nosotros le desestimamos el caso.
Ok, no hay problema, muchas
Damos
gracias.
seguimiento del caso, ¿ok?
Ok.
Enero 2 a las 8. What time, Your
No,
Honor?
for real.
8:25.
A las 8:25 en enero tiene que volver para demostrar que pagó y ya su caso queda cerrado.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, have a safe, happy holiday season, sir. Best of luck.
Que tenga felices Navidad y feliz día de acción de gracias para usted. Buena suerte.
Igualmente para todos.
Same to you all.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Robinson, are you there?
Ready? Yes, Judge, present.
Who's your client? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who's your client?
Sargon Georges.
Does he need an interpreter?
No.
Georges, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning to you. City of Detroit versus Sargon Georges, case number SP 149-57281. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Sarah Robinson, P63181 for Mr. Sargon Georges. I would ask that Mr. Bowman is on here if he could.
Yes. May it please Your Honor, Victor Bowman, 337-64 for the people. In preparation for this trial, which is scheduled for tomorrow, I contacted the office with Chandra, SHATYRA Bush. She's a Detroit police officer. She advised me this morning that her daughter, who is an infant, has some type of emergency operative procedure for tomorrow. And for those reasons, I'm requesting an adjournment of the trial date.
And Your Honor, before the court rules, I did speak with the prosecutor this morning a few times briefly, but I do have a motion to dismiss the case because I was never given the discovery.
And as to the discovery matter, Mr. Miller has advised me, who's responsible for all of the video, that Ms. Robinson will have this video for review at noon today.
Ms. Robinson, what do you want to do?
I would ask the court to dismiss the matter. Tomorrow, I believe, isn't it a jury trial tomorrow? Or it's a trial?
So when was the discovery request made?
May I consult my email, Your Honor?
You may. Now, Mr. Bowman, I've told all parties need to appear today for the final pretrial. I understand officer has an issue with appearing tomorrow, and that's where she's standing to make the request for an adjournment. But what happened to her today?
Your Honor, apparently she did not receive a subpoena to appear for the trial. She was aware of the trial date.
Didn't receive a subpoena for the trial date?
No. For the appearance for today's pretrial.
I mentioned it on the record. back then, I have it written down in the file, all parties need to appear for final pretrial. This is something that is not even the court's policy. This is something that is the whole courthouse's policy, in that they want the everybody to appear to make sure that we don't bring a jury in and it's not gonna go.
I understand that, Your Honor. But it's a pretrial. It's not the trial date. My understanding of a final trial is that the people who have authority to resolve the case are the ones that are present for attendance at the pretrial, that have decision-making power to proceed, whether or not the case is going to proceed on the trial date, no matter what the trial date is, or whether or not there's going to be some type of disposition.
So what am I doing here then for the? What am I doing here? If you're gonna make this the rules, then I don't need to be here.
Well, Your Honor, it is your responsibility. The reason that you are here is to facilitate efficient management of justice through the docket, and to potentially facilitate administrative of justice based upon plea agreements. All of those things can happen at the final pretrial. I have made offers to Ms. Robinson today, this morning, and I'm prepared to make that offer right now.
I know, but I mentioned that all parties need to be here, and again, I can understand why the courthouse, I'm assuming that comes from the chief judge. I can understand why why that rule is in effect. They set the pretrial day before trial to make sure everything is understood, and everybody is going to be ready to go on the day of trial. And we find that people are going to be ready to go tomorrow anyway. What about the discovery request? I'll let you mention.
I sent that request on September 4th, filed a motion to dismiss for lack of discovery on October 31st.
And now today is November the
25th.
November the 25th. I'm going to dismiss the case for no discovery. All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Georges, and have a safe and happy holiday season.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
All right, who's next?
Does Mr. Lathan have a license, Your Honor?
Mr. Lathan does have a license.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I see Mr. Bowman in 4, please?
Go to 4, please, Mr. Berry, Mr. Bowman. All right, are we ready on Lucas? Let's go back on the record. For Jerry Lucas. Mr. Lucas, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client is going to waive his right to trial and enter a plea to the failing to tarp load. I would ask if the court could confirm that that is in fact a 0-point misdemeanor offense.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Lucas?
Yes, I was told that I could agree to that with no points, and if I pay it, it will not be on my record. It'll be dismissed.
Your Honor, that was the other part of that. It was Mr. Bowman did agree that he could be set for a review if it was paid. It could be dismissed upon payment.
All right. $37.10 low, no cover on. $37.10. Let's see what 3710 says. $37.10, no points, it does abstract, so. There won't be any points, but it will be an abstraction. You want to take the deal, sir?
You say it won't be at what?
There won't be any points, but the Secretary of State will know about it.
Okay, is that the same thing about the guy telling me that that once I pay it, it'll be dismissed and it won't be on there?
That's a different issue. That's if that's the agreement you made up, I'll dismiss upon payment.
Okay, I'm still a little confused. You said if I pay it, you're gonna dismiss it, but the Secretary of State still gonna know about it?
The Secretary of State will still know about it, yes.
If there's nothing I can do about that, then I have no choice.
Well, you can go to trial and see if you can win at trial, but other than that, then those are your two options.
No, because from my understanding, I need to have a cover on top
So
of
wait, Mr. Lucas,
Yes.
remember, you got the absolute right to remain silent. If you set it for trial and they can't prove their case, then there you have it.
So that's your option. To plead as charged, 240. I'll dismiss upon payment. It won't have any points, but it will have abstraction. Or take it to trial and see if you can do better.
Now, if I go to trial and I don't do better, the outcome is still going to be the same, correct?
That will be unless Mr. Bowman is going to go to trial, no insurance, and failure to TARP load. That's going to be up to the city. That's what the city has at their discretion is to give out the offers and then be willing to dismiss the no insurance right now because you provided insurance. He could request that.
I had insurance at the time, and I have insurance now.
Well, then you may not. Then you don't talk to Ms. Harris. Talk to Ms. Harris. That's who you can speak to about that. All right. I'll give you an opportunity to rejoin the breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I seem to have lost Mr. Lathan, Your Honor.
No, you didn't. He just hasn't come out. Yes.
On Mr. Lucas's matter, do you know if an attorney was ever requested?
An attorney was requested.
Do we know who was assigned?
No, I don't. Maybe Miss Mathis can. I can look it up and see if there was an attorney ever assigned.
Oh, he was in trial.
I don't know if that's going to change anything.
It may, because it was previously set for trial, and he did say that someone was supposed to reach out to him, and I think that may help.
Okay, here, let's pass the matter. Let's get the attorney on the spot. Let's pass the matter. Miss Harris, let's go move on to Kimberly Gunn. This is the city of Detroit versus Kimberly Gunn, case number SP 162-71631. Appearance for the record, please.
Shamir Harris, on behalf of Ms. Gunn, please state your name for the record.
Kimberly Gunn, unmute yourself and state your name, please.
Kimberly Gunn.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a show cause. Counselor, go ahead.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Get an updated offer for Mr. Bowman. I guess you can get that right now. Mr. Bowman, are you there? Mr. Lathan, rejoin breakout room 6, please. Mr. Barry's in there waiting on you. Give Ms. Gunn an updated offer, Ms. Harris. And Ms. Gunn, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the breakout room, please. Mr. Boffman, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for, my client is Gardner, William Ray Gardner. I'm not sure if he's on the docket or not. And I know I was assigned this court date some time ago, just maybe to refresh your recollection. This is an individual who's in federal prison. It's a case from 2021. With your permission, I'd like to come back at the end of the docket so that I don't impede progress. I don't believe the defendant is going to be on Zoom today.
What is this? What is William Ray Gardner or William Ray Gardner?
Correct, the third.
All right. It's in warrant status, so.
Can I come back? Would you prefer me to come at one?
You know he's in custody?
This is a MIDC assigned case. The defendant's been in federal custody since 2021.
City of Detroit versus William Ray Gardner III, Z8080971. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman, P55052 on behalf of the defendant. The defendant is not on Zoom, Your Honor. He is currently incarcerated at the federal institution at Big Sandy in Inez, Kentucky, under the inmate number 54778-509. I ask court respectfully to waive his appearance for the purpose of today's hearing.
I'll waive the defendant's appearance. I'm going to put a $500 personal bond on the defendant. I'm going to ask him to test one time per week with the understanding that he's in custody and hopefully he's not drinking in there. But when he returns to society, no leaving the state of Michigan, and obviously no drinking during the pendency of this case. Anything else?
Yes, would you consider at this time the defendant pled guilty in the instant case in 2021 in September, that in the interest of justice,
it has pled to.
Yeah, it has been pled to. Would you give him maximum time with time served? He has been there since 2021. I'd ask the court to take judicial notice of that at this time and allow me to submit the proper proofs in a brief.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll just wait for your submission then. Why don't you come back for a review on, really, I can do that now without any briefs. If you're an officer of the court and you've stated on the record that your client has been in prison for that length of time.
Yes, Your Honor, this is all true.
I can close it out. I can. What I'm going to do is I can sentence him to. Do I need a pre-sentence report?
So there was a pre-sentence report prepared. The defendant missed his sentence date for the reason that he was incarcerated on the federal gun case, that he still is incarcerated. He's just over 4 years into a 5-year sentence. As you know, that is immutable and unchangeable. Once a conviction is entered, he's doing a flat 5 for the gun. And so this is actually in preparation for the defendant for his release back into society. We want to make sure that he doesn't have any issues with respect to warrants. And this is obviously something that we want to take care of prior to his release.
How did he get sentenced? How did he get sentenced? It appears that he's been sentenced already. It says, the conditions were sentencing held on 11/23/2021. Your analysis has waived for reasons stated on the record that the defendant is going to owe $1,300 and some odd dollars. Shall not possess, smoke, or any illicit drug or alcohol. Attend Alcohol Highway Safety Education 2 Victims Impact Panel. Participate in outpatient substance abuse. So these matters have already been has already been sentenced.
That's correct, Your Honor. So we wouldn't ask for anything more here, but an adjustment of that sentence to one of incarceration with credit for time served. Would you commute this service in that way?
I'm going to sentence him to 93 days in the Wayne County Jail and give him credit for 93 days for time served. And we'll close it out.
Thank you kindly, Your Honor.
I'm going to close it out without improvement.
I understand entirely.
All right, you said something about that. All right, let's have a very good day, Mr. Bachman. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Are we on the record? Are we ready for Mr. Lathan?
You're ready, Your Honor. The interpreter here.
Let's go back on the record. Mr. Lathan, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's current offer, which is to enter a plea to improper plate, the case ending in 2961, and the remaining matters to be dismissed.
That's what you want to do, sir?
Yes.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
So what are we pleading to? We'll make an allowing for the one case. The other case, the officer doesn't seem to have appeared on SP 152332221. Officer Smith, is Officer Smith here? All right. Does anybody offer you anything other than what's been stated in the record? Mr. Latt?
I didn't hear you.
Anybody offer you anything other than what's been stated that we'll do today?
No.
Mr. Berry went over with you. All right, let me draw your attention back to, I'll way back to August the 17th, 2020, around 12:30 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Broad Street in Boston. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
You operate a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
No, I didn't have them.
You didn't have it. He asked you, you were driving that vehicle and didn't have a valid license, correct?
Right.
All right. Find your client guilty, amended count of allowing $240 will be the fine with stipulation probable cause will dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. I'll waive the warrant fee. You'll be responsible to pay reinstatement fee. I see $45 So it's gonna be $285. When can you pay it, sir?
After the holidays.
January 2nd. January 2nd, 8/25 is your next court date. A market file allow payment plan. You have to come down to the courthouse to get into that payment plan before January 2nd. If you make that decision, if you want to pay it off completely, pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If there's nothing further, have a safe, happy holiday season, sir, and best of luck to you.
You said what time was that? January 6th?
8/25.
All right, thanks.
All right, best of luck to you.
Yeah, Your Honor, Officer Johnson, have a good holiday, sir.
All right, you too. Be safe out there, Officer Johnson.
Have a good day, Judge Perkins. Thank you.
Thank you. Is
Your
that
Honor.
Sergeant? Wait a minute, was that wasn't for you, Sergeant? That was for Officer Johnson. Who is your defendant?
Long, I believe, or Lane.
Long.
Lane.
Lane. I think we have counsel here for Lane.
I'm present, Judge.
All right, let's get Mr. Berry started on Quanisha Light. This is the city of Detroit versus Quanisha Light, case number SP 1629321, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1544824, counts 1 and counts 2. And she has some other civil infractions that are in default. No registration, improper equipment, and a defective brake light. She needs to pay those. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lytle.
Quanisha Dear Lytle.
Lytle? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Morning to you. Day is date, time set for a pretrial. Mr. Berry, get your client an updated offer, and Ms. Lytle, if you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay.
All right, Ron, I'm going to breakout room and speak to Mr. Berry, all right? I'm gonna put it up there for you. All right, join the room, please. Let's go with
Your docket matters are no registration, defective brakes, and
the off docket matters, no registration, defective brake lights, and improper equipment.
thank you.
All right, let's go with Lane, Mark Anthony Lane.
Judge, before you do that, I might need to speak to the prosecutor about an offer.
All right, I don't see him in here.
Yes, Judge, I'm right here.
Yeah, and I see you, Mr. Lane. Good morning to you. I don't see
Good morning.
the city. Let's go. You can go in the breakout room, Mr. Dupree. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Mark Anthony Lane. Case number SP 1130762 and Z80856001. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dennis Whitey, P79560 on behalf of Mark Anthony Lane, who appears by way of Zoom.
Mr. Anthony, Mr. Lane, can you state your name for the record, please?
Good morning, Judge. Mark Lane.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer, or is that Sergeant Van Meer? Sergeant Van Meer, did he leave? What about Officer Jones, Darius Jones?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Can you put your appearance on the record, Officer Jones?
Yes, sir. Officer Darius Jones, badge 420, Detroit Police Department.
All right, good morning to you. Let's go with putting you in the breakout room 4. I'm gonna put your client in breakout room 5, Mr. Whitey. Today is the date and time set for trial. You'll go to 4, wait on the city attorney whenever he gets back, and then let us know what you go to breakout room 5 with your client, all right?
Okay, fair enough.
Let's pass the matter. Let's pass the matter. Okay. Mr. Diaz, can you take an inventory of who needs an interpreter, the other people that need an interpreter?
Sure. Señor Manuel García, ¿cómo está? ¿Usted necesita intérprete? Por favor, abra su micrófono. ¿Y alguien más en el Zoom que necesite intérprete, por favor? Que avise por acá.
Sí, yo sí necesito.
Manuel García, he needs interpreter. Rafael, el señor Rafael Lopez. Señor Rafael López.
Who is that, Manuel? Who? Oh, Garcia Martinez, right?
Yes, he's the one who talks. He said he needs. I'm trying to get Rafael Lopez, which I see him here. It's not in my file. And then I have Yolanda. I don't know if Yolanda needs interpreter. Yolanda necesita intérprete. Abra el micrófono si necesita intérprete, por favor.
Miss Miller, good morning to you. Mr. Whitey.
Good morning.
Go ahead. Who's your client?
I have two that I was newly appointed on, Judge. I have a Miss Lindsay and a Miss Grantham.
Lindsay and Grantham?
Yes, so Santiana Lindsay, and then
let's do Grantham. Let's see.
And Melissa Grantham, yes.
For some reason, I don't see Grant on the docket. I do.
I see her on the main session, Judge.
She's been here. I know. I just was looking
okay. I apologize. I had an in-person bench trial in 332, so I apologize for my tardiness.
So this is the City of Detroit versus Melissa Grantham, case number B13685. Strike that B1368524. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Ms. Grantham, who is present with us this morning via Zoom. Ms. Grantham, can you please unmute and state your full name for the record?
I'll unmute. You can always push the unmute button when you see that they have it unmuted. State your name for the record, Ms. Grantham.
Melissa Grantham.
All right, good morning. See you. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial, so it's set just to make sure you had contact with the lawyer. Ms. Grantham at the last hearing indicated she wanted a trial date. I do have a copy of the ticket here in the file, and what?
Your Honor, this is my first appearance on this case. I was just recently given this matter. If Ms. Grantham would like a trial date, that is absolutely fine by me. I'd be happy to entertain that trial date and then complete discovery in the interim.
All right, let's do the trial date for February the 2nd, February the 3rd.
Okay.
Trial.
And I do have my 2025 planner, if I could just double check that date, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. And you said Lindsay is, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. February 3rd is a good date, Your Honor. Is that going to be a bench trial, and is that at the 9 o'clock hour?
Well, that would be Mrs. Grantham's choice. She has an absolute right to a trial by jury. If she wants to waive that, then she can do so. What I'm going to do, Ms. Grantham, I'm going to put you in breakout room 6, and Miss in a minute, Miss Miss Miller is going to come in there and speak with you about it. If there's nothing further you need from me, then you have a safe and happy holiday season. We'll see you back on the 3rd of February. Join the room, please. And Ms. Miller, who's your other defendant, Lindsay?
Yes, Your Honor. Santiana Lindsay.
Santiana Lindsay, good morning to you. Santiana Lindsay is in the waiting room. Okay, let's call it.
Excuse me.
Just hold on a second, please. This is the city of Detroit versus Santiana Lindsay, case number SB 1455 483, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 1495 4981. SB 1507780. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Miss Lindsay, who is present with us this morning via Zoom. Miss Lindsay, can you please state your full name for the record?
That's Tiana Lindsay.
And Your Honor, this is another
Are
matter.
you the one that said, excuse me, Miss Lindsay?
Can you repeat that?
Are you the one that said, excuse me?
Yeah, because I had got knocked out of the Zoom call and I had heard y'all say my name as I was getting.
Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter. It's set for the purposes, I believe, of you getting in touch with the attorney. Ms. Miller has newly been appointed to your case. You have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room 7. The trial date will be the same date, February 2nd, unless something changes after your conversation with Ms. Miller at 9 a.m. If you're all set, then you can free to leave. Have a safe and happy holiday season. And just wait on Ms. Miller to get acquainted with her. All right, go to breakout room 7. All right, Ms. Miller, your cases are in 6 and 7. If I don't hear from you, if they're all set with what the trial date and everything is, then you be safe. And if I don't see you before the holiday, have a safe holiday season.
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you very much. I appreciate you as always. And I think I should be able to get into the breakout rooms. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Very good. Okay, let's, Officer Thomas, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I was asked to appear on Maria Risco.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Maria Risco. I have an attorney here for Miss Risco. Officer Thomas, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Joseph Thomas on behalf of the Probation Department.
Let's see if we can get any update on Miss Risco. I know this case is very, very old.
Yes, Your Honor. So this case is very old to the point where I do not have a file on it, so I can't really see anything that may have been completed or outstanding. It does look like the defendant had paid a pretty big bond on this case. I don't know if it doesn't look like there's any costs and fines I can really see. Because of that, it looks like the bond might have been in the total amount that was owed, but I would ask for further clarification on that. But I don't have a file even. This case is very old.
I need clarification myself because that's why we called you in. There was some conditions I see that were outlined for Ms. Risco, and you're indicating to the court that you don't know whether those were met or not, correct?
Yes.
Counselor?
Judge, could I give some clarification as to the bond? There was not a bond that was posted last month. She just appeared voluntarily with myself, and then this matter was scheduled for today. I did take her to the front counter, and she paid voluntarily the remaining balance due of $1,496, just to make sure that the balance would be zero. And I believe it should be evidenced in the ROA that the balance is currently $0 owed.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with your client. And I want to know what your client, to her knowledge, has done or has not done, other than paying the balance of the amount. They call this stuff even different names now. I see alcohol highway safety education program, outpatient treatment program, victims impact is the same. I see the attend AHSE level 1 training. It says you shall not consume any alcoholic beverages. I don't know whether she's ever tested. I don't know whether she ever completed any of those things.
Judge, I think the violation happened towards the end of the probation, and I'm happy if you wanted to ask her what she recollects about that time. I did speak with her, but I don't think her recollection going back to 2007 and 8 is that clear. But I'm happy to have her give input right now on the record as to what she remembers about what was done and what possibly wasn't done.
Right. Good morning, Ms. Briscoe. You have to unmute yourself, ma'am. I believe you may be muted. Let me send you a prompt to unmute yourself.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am. So you heard a lot of us basically essentially kind of talking around you a little bit. Now it's your opportunity to speak. So let's go specifically to the requirements. I kind of outlined those. And my question to you, have you done anything, ma'am?
Yes, I did. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I think I completed everything, actually.
Well, wait a minute. All right, let's go back. So you did the victims impact panel?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
You did the had you ever tested before?
Yes, I've been tested.
No, after you pled guilty to this, did you ever test in order for afterwards, after you were sentenced?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
You did the outpatient treatment?
Yes.
Were you discharged from that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You attended the AHSE level 1 training?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe so.
Would you be able to substantiate any of that stuff aside from you just telling me that?
No, Your Honor. I have no paperwork back that far.
Let's do this. Let's get an updated pre-sentence report. Is that possible, Mr. Thomas, when the defendant has already pled guilty and been sentenced?
I can do an updated substance abuse evaluation pre-sentence investigation if so ordered, Your Honor. I don't know if it would come directly to me or go to another officer, but someone from our department could do that.
Let's do that. Your attorney indicated that you're in a much different place than you were now, than you are now.
Yes, Your Honor.
I hope that is the case. I want to know what went on with your life in the last 15 plus years, and I think that pre-sentence report will give me, or a substance abuse evaluation will give me an opportunity to review that and make a determination on what we do moving forward. All right.
Judge, can that interview with probation take place via Zoom?
Yeah, I think that, is that how it works, Officer Thomas?
I really only do those for if they if it's like a scheduling conflict, we try to do as many of them in person. Does Miss Risco reside outside of Michigan?
No, she does reside in Wayne County. Approximately a week ago, she broke her leg.
Okay.
So she has some mobility issues and she's not supposed to be really walking at all for the next month.
So the only issue I would maybe see would be part of that would be getting her drug screened. I don't know how we'd be able to really do that, but I would leave that to the court's discretion on if they want that ordered or not. How we would even.
Well, we definitely want the drug screen ordered as well. So, Miss Risco, let's set this out 45 days or so. That way you have some time to heal, and then you can come in and figure out a way to get it. Or I'll put it out 60 days. So let's make a review on January the 27th, 2025 at 8:25. Let's get an updated substance abuse evaluation and some sort of updated pre-sentence report.
Understood, Your Honor.
Judge, would you like me to send her for a 12-panel drug screen? I do know some locations that are located close by to where she lives, and possibly her father may be able to take her.
Is that something that is that akin to the substance abuse evaluation, Mr. Officer Thomas?
Yeah, that would cover the urinalysis part of it.
We can do that. 12-panel drug screen.
Yep.
All right. You look to be in good shape, ma'am. I know people that have alcohol, substance abuse issues. You don't look at that part, but you never know, And I have to, I have to be fair to everybody, and that requires me to not just give you a break just because you tell me that you've done everything. You've absconded for a number of years on this, and I need to understand what was going on with your life in those years. Obviously, it seems at some point it wasn't going the right way because you didn't finish this up and take care of it. Hopefully, with your client, with your you come on, man. All right. Hopefully, everything is going well with you as your client, as your attorney indicated. All right.
And Judge, just to verify that January 27th date at 8:25, that's via Zoom or in person?
That's via Zoom.
Okay. Thank you.
That's via Zoom. All right. All right. I wish you a safe and happy holiday season. And I appreciate your patience, Counselor. And Ms. Risco, I look forward to reviewing that report and making a determination on the 27th. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Bowman, you're really needed in breakout room 4. All right. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gunn. Ms. Gunn, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Is a recommendation for dismissal on this matter?
You don't. Yes.
No.
I bet you'll say that, Ms. Gunn. Ms. Harris?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, recommendation for dismissal on Gunn?
That is correct, Your Honor. That was after extensive discussions.
Very well. Case dismissed, Ms. Gunn. Have a safe, happy holiday season and best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna put you out, Ms. Risco. All right, Ms.
I can leave now?
You can leave.
Yes, Ms. Gunn.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Johnson. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Jerry Lucas. Mr. Lucas, Mr. Johnson, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Mayor Peace Court, Vassal Johnson II, 72130, on behalf of Mr. Lucas.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial, I believe. There was an offer presented to your client pleading as charged for failure to target load. and dismissing the no insurance matter. Where we did look and see that a non-TARP load is an abstractable offense, meaning that the Secretary of State and probably therefore the insurance company would know that it doesn't carry any points. They were willing to dismiss on the payment upon his return, but Mr. Lucas wanted to speak further to the appointed counsel, which is you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak to Mr. Lucas. I'm going to put him in breakout room 8, and then you can get acquainted with him and let us know what you want to do. He was vacillating between taking a trial date or taking the plea.
Now, Judge, did you say that the charge will be dismissed upon payment?
It would be. Now, from my experience, the dismissal does not stop the abstractions, though. That will just, the misdemeanor will not be on his record anymore. All right?
Understood.
Join the room, and Mr. Bowman is in room 4. He will. All right. Mr. Berry, do you have anyone?
Ms. Lytle, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lytle. Ms. Lytle, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
We seek a bench trial date, Your Honor.
That's what you want to do, Ms. Lytle?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, come back on February 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m., all right? And have a safe and happy holiday season, Ms. Lytle, and best of luck to you, all right?
Okay, you said 9:30, sir?
At 9 a.m. 9:30 is good. 9 a.m. 9. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
you. You're welcome. Mr. Whitey, I have an interpreter here for your client, Manuel Garcia Martinez. I'm going to call that case and let you work both Mr. Lane and Mr. Garcia Martinez out at the same time. All right.
Oh, fair enough. And we're just scheduling that for bench trial, just so you're aware, Judge.
Which one?
Mr. Martinez?
You want to set it for bench trial?
Yeah, that's correct, Judge.
Very well. This is the City of Detroit versus Manuel Garcia Martinez, case number SP 1573323, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please allow Mr. Diaz to interpret.
Este es el caso entre la ciudad de Detroit y Manuel García, el caso número SP 1573-3231.
And good morning, Your Honor. Dennis Whitey, P79560, on behalf of Mr. Martinez.
Y yo soy el abogado Dennis White y en el caso del señor Martínez.
Mr. Martinez, can you unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please?
Señor Martínez, nosotros necesitamos que usted diga su nombre completo para que queden actas.
Sí, es Manuel Antonio García Martínez.
Manuel Antonio García Martínez.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Whitey, have you had an opportunity to acquaint yourself with Mr. Garcia Martinez?
I have, Your Honor, and what we would like to do is schedule this matter.
Este es el día y el que nosotros hemos decidido que sea para el juicio previo. Abogado Whitey, ¿usted ha revisado este caso con el señor Martínez? Counsel?
Yep. Judge, given all of the circumstances, we'd like to schedule this matter for a bench trial at the earliest possible date.
Dada todas las circunstancias, su señoría, yo quisiera que este caso fuera a un juicio. Su señoría, dadas las circunstancias, nosotros quisiéramos que este caso fuera a juicio. Necesitamos un día para el juicio.
Okay, let's set a trial date for February 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, Mr. Garcia Martinez, you have a safe and happy holiday season and best of luck to you.
Señor Martínez, el día del juicio quedaría para febrero 3 a las 9 de la mañana. Y si no hay nada más que a qué referirme, yo le deseo que tenga felices fiestas de Acción de Gracia y Navidad.
And Your Honor, excuse me, the trial date is February 3rd.
Discúlpeme, su señoría, el juicio quedaría entonces para febrero 3.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sí, sí.
¿A qué hora sería?
Muchas gracias. What time will it be?
9 a.m.
A las 9 de la mañana.
Ok, gracias, muchas gracias.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mr. Whitty, will you meet me in breakout room 4, please?
Señor Whitty, quiero que se reúna conmigo en la sala número 4.
Is that in reference to Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Eso tiene referencia con el señor
Mr.
Martínez.
Lane.
Sí.
I have Lane worked out. Let's see. Okay.
Let's go.
Su señoría, Your Honor,
Uh-huh.
according to my paperwork, there's nobody else. Do you want me to do an inventory again?
You can.
Okay. Señor el teléfono que dice Yolanda, ¿usted necesita intérprete en español? El teléfono que dice Yolanda y el señor Rafael López, ¿necesitan intérprete en español? Abran el micrófono y hablen, por favor, si necesitan intérprete en español. ¿Quién necesita intérprete en español?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further. You could probably wait for 1 second to see if they need anything else coming out
Okay.
that breakout.
No problem. You're on. I'm going to be around here.
There we go. This is the City of Detroit versus Rashad Lewis, case number SP 1557723, counts 1 and counts 2, 17-375-4921, 19-410-3871. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lewis.
Rashad Kareem Lewis.
All right, where are you?
You can't see me?
No. Morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there an officer, Beneteau? Officer Beneteau. Is there Officer James? Yes, Officer James, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Officer Christopher James, badge 12, Detroit Police Department.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Is there an officer, Zamit, Z-A-I-M-I? All right, hearing no response, have not seen the officers join the room. You want to make a motion on the officers that have not appeared, Mr. Barrett?
Yes, Your Honor. The motion is for dismissal. There being no complaining witnesses as to those charges.
All right, we'll grant that motion. Mr. Lewis, do you have a valid driver's license?
No, I don't. I still need more time, Your Honor.
I don't know what's going on. Mr. Berry, get your client an updated offer.
If you would like to stand in the plea in this case,
hold on, Mr. Whitey, you're gotta mute yourself. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Join the room, speak to Mr. Berry, let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
All right.
Are you under R. Lewis as well? Are you signed
Yes.
on under?
I just signed under Rashad Kareem Lewis.
What about R. Lewis? I'm gonna ask the R. Lewis to unmute himself to start the video.
I'm not sure who that is.
All right. All right, join the room, please.
Can you hear me?
Is that R. Lewis?
Yes, my name is Rakia Lewis. I'm here with Erica Gibson.
Erica Gibson?
Yes.
All right, you don't have a case, do you?
No, I'm just here to see what I gotta pay.
You gotta pay? If you don't have a case, you shouldn't have to pay anything. Let me see who I'm talking to.
I'm Kia Lewis. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ready for work. and I'm
Yeah,
here.
you need to cover up there, ma'am.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. I don't know how Erica Gibson, Ms. Harris. Are you ready, Ms. Harris?
Ready, Your Honor.
Where is Erica Gibson?
I'm right here. I'm here.
All right, take your hat off, please.
I mean, I got hold on one second. I'm at work. Hey, I gotta take this. Go. Thank you.
This is the City of Detroit versus Erica Gibson, case number SP 113854421, SP 1335488, SP 1444622, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1519101, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris on behalf of defendant Gibson. Please state your name.
My name is Erica Gibson.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf and give your client a $0 bond. Ms. Harris, get an updated offer for Ms. Gibson. And Ms. Gibson, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I only see one matter on the docket, and it appears you called more than that.
Yeah, the other matters are in warrant status.
Yes.
And those
Well,
purposes of arraignment, counsel.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Will enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Will give your client a $0 bond. Well, for one last case, count 3 of SP 151910113 that's been in default. That's $174. All right, let me put you in a breakout room with Ms. Gibson and have a conversation with her. Ms. Gibson, join the room, please.
Your Honor, I don't know what any other charges are, other than the one.
Let's do this. I have a driving license suspended. No ops. Driving license suspended. No insurance misdemeanor. Driving license suspended. No insurance misdemeanor. Let's pass the matter. Where's Missy? Is Missy here?
How do you get kicked out of here?
Are we ready? Mr. Whitey, are you ready on Lane?
That's correct, Judge. We have a plea worked out, and there's a no officer for the second case.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lane. Mr. Berry, do you need anything from the court?
No, Your Honor, we're ready as to Mr. Lewis.
All right, let's go back on the record with Lane. This is today is the date and time set for a trial for Mr. Lane. Which cases are you asking the dismissal on?
That would be the improper plates case. There was a second one apparently listed for trial today.
Both officers were here.
Improper plate?
Yeah, he was here. I don't know why he left the room.
Yeah, Officer Van Meer?
Yes, but I think that I would imagine that if he's pleading to some sort of, what's going to be the plea on the other case?
Well, with the alcohol violation, he'll plead to an amended count of operating while visibly impaired.
And Your Honor, for the record, Officer Van Meer did check in. I have a phone number for him, 734-612-9512.
All right, I've accepted the fact that he's here. What do you want to do with that improper plates case?
As charged would be as to the improper plate and the resolution that we have already agreed to for the the BAC.
We have the BAC worked out. I have no factual basis for a plea on improper plate, so I guess we'd have to try that since he's here.
Get the officer back in here. It's fast enough. All right. Mr. Barry?
Ready as to Mr. Lewis, Your Honor.
Record with Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. He indicated that he was going the road to restoration a while ago. That's what I see as far as notes. What's going to happen?
My client would avail himself of the people's offer to enter a plea to allowing as to the no operator's license. The case ending at 4921.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand, please. Still can't see you.
Oh no.
Do you swear to affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice and rights and breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me draw your attention way back to July the 2nd, 2017, at around 6:40 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Brennan Pool Drive in Plymouth. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Oh, no.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
No, I wasn't able to.
You weren't able to, were you? Why is that?
I didn't have a valid driver's license.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. $240 will be a fine. I'll waive the warrant fees. You'll be responsible to pay any reinstatement fees, stipulations, probable cause. We'll dismiss the other matters that we said on the record already. $240, sir. When can you pay it?
After the holiday.
It'll be January the 2nd. We'll give you an opportunity to either get into a payment plan. I've already marked the file allow payment plan, or pay it. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, Mr. Lewis. So do something before the 2nd of January, all right? Come back on 8:25 on that morning. We'll
Girl,
close it out.
fuck you, am.
I couldn't hear you. Somebody came in.
Wait a minute. Who is that? Miss Lewis?
Oh.
All right, I'm putting you out. You don't need to be here anyway. All right. To pay it or get into the payment plan. If you pay it, we'll dismiss the case. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload to DivDat after your phone. All right.
Okay.
Best of luck to you, sir. Have a safe and happy holiday season. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Melissa Gardner, are you there? Mr. Barris, the city of Detroit versus Melissa Gardner, case number B13-660624, B13-660924. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Gardner.
Melissa Gardner.
All right, I'm sorry. Hold on, Officer James, Officer Christopher James, and Officer, you be safe out there. Please go ahead on Gardner.
For purposes of arraignment, Your Honor, my client would stand mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf and give your client a $0 bond. Get your client an updated offer. Ms. Gardner, good morning to you. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna get you an updated offer and come and speak to you about your case. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Thank you.
Join the room, please. Mr. Vassal Johnson, good morning to you. Are you ready on Lucas?
Yes, Your Honor.
And let's go back on the record with Mr. Lucas. Mr. Lucas, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. What's gonna happen?
Judge, requesting a pretrial date so I can obtain discovery and have further discussions with Mr. Lucas and Mr. Bowman.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Let's set the matter for a trial date. That goes all the way out to February 3rd, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we're referring to Jerry Lucas.
Lucas, yeah.
The second.
He requested an attorney, and one was requested on that date, but Mr. Johnson just got the notice, so we're giving him an opportunity to acquaint himself with the case, and he mentioned that he wants some discovery.
Discovery
Make
requested.
that matter in writing, Mr. Just so that you'll have a record of it, all right?
Yeah, and Judge, not as I'm trying to tempt contempt, but maybe some of these orders for pretrials for officers ought to be in writing too.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I notate them on the file, and then you know, you don't get the benefit of seeing what's in the past. I thought your office knows that was written a long time ago. When you're setting when we're setting a jury trial, that's for the purposes of a jury trial, which I think the last one was set for. That was a final pretrial, or I know that if it wasn't, that was notated in the file. But we'll make sure.
So jury trial, final pretrial, officers present.
All the time, and they want to do that the day before. We set it the day before, just so that we don't order a jury and the trial is not going to go, or they try to make sure. Sometimes
Fair enough.
All right, Mr. Lucas, have a safe, happy holiday season. Mr. Johnson, if you don't have anything further, we'll that'll conclude.
What time on February 3rd?
8:30. You know.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it was 9.
No, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on the trial. 9 o'clock.
Thank you. Have a good holiday, everyone.
All right. Best of luck to you.
You too.
Mr. Whitey, your Garcia doesn't need he doesn't need anything else. He's gone, right?
Yeah, he needs nothing else. I'm just here on lane now.
I think Mr. Senor Diaz, if you don't have anything further, you have a safe and happy holiday season. If I don't see you anymore. All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Gibson. Ms. Gibson, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel, and this is an allowing 3 times.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you want to take the deal now?
Yes.
Who is Miss R. Lewis to you?
That's my cousin.
She needs to watch her mouth.
Okay.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
I do.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Harris went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did she not?
She did.
You understood those rights?
I did.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to November the 6th, 2023, at around 4:47 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Evergreen. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce valid insurance and license?
Yes.
You could not do either, could you?
No.
Why is that?
I didn't have a valid license or insurance at the time.
Very good. I'm going to find your client guilty of the amended count of improper plate for the no insurance and allowing for the driver's license. Let me draw your attention back to March the 27th, 2023, around 5:23 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Foster Retirement. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license on that occasion?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
No, sir.
Why is that?
I didn't have valid license or insurance.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. With the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. What are you doing for work, ma'am?
I'm a cook at a nursing home.
All right. How much do you make an hour?
I just started, but I think $17.50.
Not bad. What about, you have any kids?
No.
So you're just on your own. How long have you just started working?
This is my first week, so I started last Wednesday.
How long were you out of work before you started, or are you just transitioning from another job?
No, I was out of work. My last job was seasonal, so I ended at the end of September, and I haven't been working since.
All right, I'm gonna note mine are only on 2 of them.
Thank you, Your Honor.
240 and 240, I'm gonna waive the warrant fee. She'll pay the reinstatement fee. 480, ma'am, plus you owe 174 for old expired plate. Then you're gonna owe $145 reinstatement. When can you pay it?
So 480 plus 174 plus 145?
No, plus 45.
Plus 45.
Yes.
What
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you until January 2nd to figure it out. I'm gonna mark the file allowed payment plan.
Okay.
So either pay it at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person, or get into that payment plan, which you'd have to come down to the court and get into. Those are the ways you can pay it. If it's nothing further, come back on January 2nd. If you got into the payment plan and you paid it, you'll be done with me, okay?
Okay. So wait, if I pay it, I still come back on the 2nd?
No, if you pay it and it's in the system, then you'll just be it'll automatically close itself out. But if okay. I would pay it by one of those 2 ways, so it goes through instantly, and I won't be looking for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Have a safe and happy holiday season. Best of luck to you. All right.
You too. Happy holidays. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Ms. Harris, what about Yolanda? Ms. Harris, Yolanda, are you there? Asking you to unmute yourself. Okay, no response from Yolanda. What about Mr. Lucas? You're free to leave. I think your lawyer left. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, I didn't know, Judge. I'm getting ready to leave now.
All right, be safe out there, but have a good holiday.
You do the same as well.
Thank you. This is the city of Detroit. versus Ms. Harris versus Tia Greer, case number SB 162-7767, counts 1 and count 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Ms. Greer, please state your name.
Tia Greer.
Okay, Ms. Greer, I don't see you. Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for gotta be set for something. She's here. So
Retrial.
All right, get Ms. Greer an updated offer. Join the breakout room, Ms. Greer. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Okay.
There you go. Join the room, please.
Your Honor,
Mr. Berry. Yes.
I'm sorry. Sergeant Lord indicated that he's having issues with his microphone. So he was wondering if he could be told what is going on with the case that he's here on. It looks like
The defendant is here. Yeah, they're under Malachi. The defendant is here, so see if you can sign out and the microphone needs unmute. That's one thing.
Ms. Harris, if you meet me in the breakout room, I can discuss the leeway that Officer Lloyd has given me.
okay, I'll go talk to Ms. Greer first.
Let her talk to Ms. Greer first. Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Gardner. Ms. Gardner, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do? You have to unmute yourself, Mr. Berry.
We seek a trial and appointment of counsel, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Gardner?
Yes.
Where's Ms. Gardner? Ms. Gardner?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, there we go. All right, trial date is going to be, well, the first date we're going to set is for the pretrial. This date is just set to make sure that the appointed counsel has reached out to you. You've seen how it went today. So I need a good phone number from you.
1-313-466-7851.
1313
466-7851.
All right, what I need for you to do is I need for you to answer the calls you may not recognize. One of those calls is should be that appointed attorney. If you haven't heard from that attorney by January 27th, your next court date, we are going to get one right in here on the spot. So I have a trial date for February 3rd. So 2 dates. January 27th is your next court date at 8:30, and then February 3rd is going to be the trial date. Ms. Gardner, you have a safe and happy holiday season, and best of luck to you, okay?
Happy holidays to you. Would that be a Zoom meeting on the 27th?
That's like Burger King. You have it your way, ma'am.
You have a good holiday. I appreciate your spirit.
All right, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Yolanda, you finally unmuted. What is your full name, ma'am? Yolanda. Okay, I'm not hearing any response from Yolanda. I don't see the Yolanda on the docket. You have another name, you need to put it in the chat so we can pull up your page and file. Michelle Giles. The gentleman, Yolanda, you have your arms folded. What is your name, sir?
Oh, Chamas Locklear.
Say that again.
Chamas Locklear.
Locklear?
Yep.
Oh, Chamas Locklear. All right. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Thomas Locklear, case number SP 1629429. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Locklear.
Thomas Locklear.
Date is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Berry, get Mr. Locklear an updated offer. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Locklear. You wait on Mr. Berry. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
I don't know how to, I don't have a computer. I got a tablet. I don't know how to.
Does it say down there, join breakout room?
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I got the join here.
Get the join. Mr. Berry will be in there to see you. Pass the map. Yes.
Your Honor, what is this charge? I've never seen
This
it.
is spill contents in the street hazardous. Subject had diesel fuel leak at I-94 in West Warren and continued traveling to Lano, eastbound Michigan, northbound Livernois, eastbound 94, northbound Van Dyke to 13475 Eldon, spilling fuel all the way.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right. Mr. Berry, Mr. Bowman, can you go ahead and break? Oh, he's in there. And then we'll get Mr. Giles up next. Get Mr. Dupree, please.
He's in another court room. I just seen him.
Yeah, we're gonna twist his arm a little bit. Is Vargas, I'm sorry, Officer Vargas here or Officer Kearns here? This is the city of Detroit. Versus Deon Graham, case number SP 135-33101, SP 135-47111, SP 139-5762, counts 1 and counts 2. State your name for the record, please, Mr. Gray.
Deon Graham.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's Officer Vargas. Officer Vargas. Let me see if I see an Officer Vargas on my list. Officer Vargas. Or Officer Kearns. Hearing no response. There's no attorney. I'll dismiss the case on the court's own motion. No officer. Mr. Kearns, you owe $336, and you're going to owe $45 on one of these cases. You owe $336 on an old ticket that you never paid, a state ticket, and then you'll owe $45 on this ticket here. Mr. Berry, can you put your appearance on for Mr. Deon Graham, please?
Today, her birthday. My mom hates me so bad for making all these good stuff.
Mr. Berry?
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
It is almost done. I'm just gonna add these fries there.
There's a date and time set for a trial. Whose background is that? Mr. Gray's, Deon Gray's background?
I'm sorry, that's my
There's
job.
date- That's all right. Say there's date and time set for a trial. There's no Officer Kern or Vargas on the court's own motion. I dismissed the case. Just wanted him to make sure that he was represented. All right, Mr. Vargas, I told you you owe $336 for a whole, it's like an access ticket, and then you're gonna owe $45 for a reinstatement fee here, okay?
Is that me or is?
Yes, that's you, $336 plus 45. You pay that on your own, right?
Yes.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. Have a safe and happy holiday season, all right?
Thank you too. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Greer. Ms. Greer, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client is waiving her right to trial and entering a plea to the very generous offer of allowing with the no insurance matter being dismissed.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Greer?
Yes.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, I do.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not? Did Ms. Harris go over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, ma'am?
Yes. Sorry,
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Have any questions about those rights?
No, I do not.
You know, by taking a deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
We draw your attention back to October 2nd, 2024, at around 12:49 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Jefferson and Seaburn. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yeah.
Operate a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
No, I couldn't.
Why is that?
I did not possess it at the time.
Very well. I find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing $240 fine, dismissed upon payment. When can you pay it, ma'am?
I could pay it the 6th of December.
6th of December, that's next week. 2 weeks. Come back, you'll have it paid by the kiosk or on one of those two ways?
Yes.
Come back that morning. If it's paid, I'll dismiss the case, all right? If there's nothing further, have a good Thanksgiving season, ma'am. Best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go, Ms. Harris, with, this is the city of Detroit versus Maurice Theodore Worcester, case number SP 1333621, counts 1 and counts 3, SP 1500193, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Maurice Gorsuch Bay.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for trial. Sergeant Lord, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Sergeant Jason Lord, badge S1221, Detroit Police Department.
All right, good morning to you. And Corporal Bennett, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Your Honor, Officer Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
Today is the date and time set for a trial. Ms. Harris, give Mr. Gorsuch Bay an updated offer. Mr. Gorsuch Bay, today is the date and time set for trial, all right?
All right.
I'll put you in a breakout room. Talk to Ms. Harris. Let's see if we can work this out.
All right.
Join the room, please. All right, let's go, Mr. Barry. Let's go back on the record, Mr. Locke. Lear, Mr. Locklear, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would set this matter for trial, and he requires the appointment of counsel.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Locklear?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I need a good phone number from you, please.
Oh, yes, sir. 734-560-1604.
All right, I'm gonna set two dates. You heard it. Pre-trial date is gonna be January 27th, 2025 at 8:30. Trial date is gonna be February 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. You answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney, sir. If you don't hear from that attorney on January 27th, we will appoint one on the spot for you. Mr. Locklear, have a safe, happy holiday season. Best of luck to you, okay?
You too, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Best of luck to you, all right. Cia Gardner, did I get the pronunciation correct?
Yes. It's
Good morning
Deja.
to you. Deja?
Yes.
This is the city of Detroit. Good morning to you. This is the city of Detroit versus, I need you to turn your camera on, please. This is city of Detroit versus Deja Gardner. Case number SP 1561835, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Barry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Gardner.
Deja Catherine Gardner.
Today is the date and time set for a trial as Officer Ganaw here. Officer Ganaw, I haven't seen Officer Ganaw. Have you, Mr. Berry?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Hearing no response.
We move for dismissal, there being no complaining witnesses, Your Honor.
Attorney's office.
Grant the motion to dismiss. No officer. Have a safe, happy holiday season, Mr. Gardner. Best of luck to you, all right?
You too as well and be safe.
Thank you. Let's go down to Carlos Flores. I think Carlos Flores was represented by someone else. Monique Goss. Monique Goss.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Mr. Barrett, Mr. Bowman, what about your officer?
Good morning, Your Honor. Corporal Whitehead here.
Good morning to you, Mr. Corporal Whitehead. This is the city of Detroit versus Monique Goss, case number SP 1602576, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Goss.
Monique Goss.
Corporal Whitehead, Detroit Police Department. All
right, good morning to you, Corporal Whitehead. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Ms. Berry, go in the breakout room and get an updated offer for your client. This is an allowing, so it's pretty fact specific. Let me see if there's any notes on the ticket. No, I don't see any notes. So you have to speak to your client and have a conversation with her as allowing unregistered, untitled, and no insurance misdemeanor. Today is the date and time set for trial. Go ahead and break out, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowman. Mr. Bowman? Mr. Bowman?
Yes, sir.
What about your officer Van Meer on Lane? Mr. Whitey's waiting for him on the trial.
Oh, I want to talk to him I may not have to make that phone call. Mr. Whitey, can you meet me in 4, please?
Absolutely. I'll see you over there.
Oh, you are? Okay. Is the officer? See if you can find an officer to assist you. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, I believe we have an agreement on Mark Lane as soon as Mr. Whitey comes out.
Try to call you. No. No, I just called. I know I hit you. We're ready on this one.
This is the city of Detroit versus Candace Helen Lord. Case number U701432124. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Dupree, 0132 for defendant. Ms. Lord, your name, please.
Candace Helen Sykes at court.
Good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Go ahead, counsel.
Judge, we're just asking that set this matter for a bench trial.
All right. Bench trial, what, you have all these dates that you can't do. February 3rd, which date is good for you?
Let me just check, Judge. I can do February the 5th, if that were, or February the 10th. Actually, I'm already in front of you, February the 10th. But we do the 10th.
February the 10th, trial. 2/10/2025 at 9 a.m. Ms. Laura, have a safe, happy holiday season. Did you get your breakfast?
Yeah, I went to the Madhouse Coffee and paid $5.50 for this little cup of coffee.
That's why they call it the Madhouse, huh?
Yeah.
And then go to our breakfast.
No, that was.
That was breakfast?
Yes.
Oh, just like mine.
I'm Miss Grouchy if I don't have my coffee.
Okay, very well.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much. Have a safe.
Can I have a printout on that? Somehow
Yes.
my mail disappears. My landlord only has a key to it. She passes the mail out. I don't get certain pieces of mail. You have a happy hour.
We ready, Mr. Ball, Mr. Berry?
And he can give everything to you. Happy holidays.
Happy holiday.
I need to speak with Mr. Bowman, Your Honor.
Bowman and 4, please, for Mr. Berry.
If Mr. Lane could accept the invite to go to a breakout room, I need to speak to him. Mr. Lane, please accept that invite. Breakout.
I'm gonna send him to 6. Oh, he's in there. He's in 5. Go ahead to 5.
Okay, thanks.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, who are we talking about?
Four for Mr. Barrett.
Okay, and Miss Lore, that was her name, right, with Mr. Dupree. What time was she docketed for?
At 8:35, in the middle of the page.
8:35.
And she has a trial date of February 10th.
Can we make it like 9:30? Cause I,
Yes,
my Cadillac is the bus.
That's good.
And I don't wanna be late.
That's fine.
So let's make it an hour later.
We'll
and
wait on you,
I-
Ms. Lord.
Well, you see, I showed up 20 minutes early.
All right.
I got up 6 o'clock to make sure I was here.
Very good.
Make sure
Okay.
Officer Moss is the one that gave me a ticket. All parties involved be there.
And
Okay.
and the trial date, Your Honor, February what?
10th.
10.
Nice.
All right, if Mr. Berry is waiting on you.
I got you. I'm on my way.
And then Gorsuch Bay, Officer Sergeant Lord is here on Gorsuch Bay. That's who Miss Harris is speaking with. That is, oh, no, Mr. Bowman has the allowing for Corporal Whitehead. That's trial, all right? Join the room.
Gorcha Bay is Maurice Gorcha Bay?
Yes.
Okay.
He's speaking with them now.
Okay, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Sergeant Lord is here, Corporal Whitehead is here, Corporal Bennett is here.
yeah, he didn't do too well for the police lottery. Okay, all right.
Go back on the record with Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what your client want to do?
Your Honor, we've just discussed the generous offer, actually. He, on the one case for the high BAC, will plead to operating while visibly impaired. On the second case for improper plates, there's also an officer, and myself and Mr. Bowman have agreed no contest moving forward with that, since the case is so old from 2020 and memories are faded. That would be the way to do that. My client agrees with that. So we would stipulate to the ticket for the factual basis on that one.
I don't see why that's just not dismissed if he's pleading to a OWI, BI. You want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Whitey went over your other advice of rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
You know, I told Mr. Bowman that the officer wasn't here. He indicated to the court that he's gonna get the officer in here. Today is the date and time set for a trial, so we'll listen to what if you have anything to say. I'm not gonna fine him for it anyway, because he's gonna get enough fines for this OWBI. Let me draw you. Does anybody offer you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Let me draw your attention back to November the 24th, 2021 at around 1:21 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Gratiot and Shane. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you have some alcohol during or prior to the operation of that motor vehicle?
Yes.
What did you have?
Champagne, I believe. It's just so long ago.
Wasn't that long ago, was it? Yeah, 2021. It was pretty long ago. would you, agree that alcohol affected your ability to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes.
Will you stipulate to the
I'm looking for it as well, Judge.
your analysis I see was collected on March the 3rd. Wait a minute, how is that collected on March the 3rd? When the offense date is. October the 3rd, they say they collected the urinalysis. The offense date is 11/24, according to the ROA says. And the, I don't understand that. There are two cases that we're looking at here. Yes, this is Robert Parker. No, this is, was there an accident in this case?
There was, Judge.
And the victim's name was Robert Parker?
Yes, that's correct.
Driving a Mercedes. I don't understand it.
What's the question, Judge?
There's a urinalysis date here saying that collected date was 10/3/2021.
Okay.
11/3/2021. So your work.
No, Judge, I see what you're saying. The complaint has the wrong date and time. The police report reflects it's 10/3/2021, which would make the sample collection on that same date the right one. They appears on the complaint for misdemeanor. They put the wrong date down, 11/24/2021.
Okay.
That's what it looks like happened there, Judge.
That's exactly what happened, man.
Everything else lines up with October 3rd.
I see another incident investigation report, so the complaint is wrong. All right, will you stipulate to the results of the urinalysis taken on that night?
Yes, Judge, we will.
All right, with that stipulation, I'm gonna find him guilty as to the amended count of operating while visibly impaired. That's a 4-point offense, and with that stipulation, I'll find you amended count of open alcohol impaired. What about for the no contest plea? Do you want to your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active factual basis for that no contest plea?
We do, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna need a good phone number from you, Mr. Lane.
313-587-7416.
All right, I'm gonna refer the matter to probation. I need a pre-sentence report. And I'm gonna have you back, let's call it, for sentencing. Let's call it January, let's say January 17th. Is that a good day for you, Mr. White?
January 17th would work fine with me, Judge.
And I usually say 10 o'clock, but if you get here earlier, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
10 a.m. All right. So, Mr. Lane, have you been testing at all?
Yes, I test every week. I've passed every test.
All right, very well. For this, you gotta go through the holidays and, you gotta pass them again. And then we'll get you back January 17th. Probation department should reach out to you for that pre-sentence report. If you have any issue, Mr. Whitey knows, or you can get back in touch with the court. He knows how to take care of those matters, all right?
Alrighty.
All right, safe and happy holiday season on the improper plate line or no contest plea, no fine for that. And we'll dismiss that when you come back, all right, when you take care of the other matter, all right?
Okay, Judge.
All right, best of luck to you. Have a safe and happy holiday season.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. Take care, Judge.
All right, take it easy. All right, let's go. Wait. Is Michelle Giles here? She's not. I don't know what happened to her. All right, we're waiting on a lawyer. Mr. Marcelle Lopez.
Okay.
Mr. Lopez,
Mm-hmm.
do you need an interpreter?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what, go get the interpreter back in here. He asked you earlier, did you need an interpreter? You never responded.
Sí.
Mr. Diaz.
Oh, Rafael
Hola.
Lopez. Okay.
Buenos días. Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
give me a
sorry.
minute.
I need to see Mr. Bowman in 4.
Yes, you do.
Ujú. Necesito un intérprete porque no sé en
Sí.
inglés.
Sí, un momento.
Ok, gracias.
Por favor.
Are you ready, Miss Harris?
Yes.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gorsuch Bay. Mr. Gorsuch Bay, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, at this time, there's a recommendation to dismiss the 4 matters that were docketed for trial today.
No,
All right, Mr.
I don't know.
Gorsuch Bay,
No speak English.
case dismissed. Have a safe and happy holiday season and best of luck to you, all right?
And we would ask that the warrant fees be waived.
Thank you,
Your
you
Honor.
too. Sorry, my mic is muted.
All right, I'm gonna waive the warrant fees anyway.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you, sir. Officers, Corporal, I think that was Corporal Bennett, was that Corporal and Sergeant Laura, be safe out there. Have a safe and happy holiday season. Best of luck to you both. And you, Mr. Gorsuch.
Thank you.
City
You
of
too, sir.
Detroit.
Okay.
City of Detroit versus Demisha Gilson, case number SB 100318081, SB 1021127, SB 1585352, counts 2 and counts 3, 18434091, and SB 158535531. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Ms. Gilson, please state your name for the record.
All right, you have to speak up, ma'am. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Demisha Gilson, Your Honor.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for trial. Spidell was here. I don't see Spidell now. Spidell did send a note back at 9:28. He's not here now. Uh-oh. Gerard Harris was here. He sent a note.
I don't see him as listed on any of her cases. Am I missing it?
Oh, no. Okay, good. All right. Getting no answer from Spidell. All right. Spidell. Corporal Spidell? This is Judge Perkins. Can you hear me? All right. He answered, but he's not. Yeah, Corporal Spidell. Corporal Spidell. Yep. This is Judge Perkins. We're ready on Gilson. Okay, I'm going to. All right. Day is date and time set for trial. Let's get Ms. Gilson an offer. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Ms. Gilson, and wait on Ms. Harris, okay?
Your Honor,
So, Your Honor.
is it just the one officer that was here?
I only see Corporal Spidell. I don't see Smith. I don't see Gibbings. Smith and Gibbings, I don't see, and I don't see Hernandez. One officer.
And my notes do not indicate that they contacted me either.
Okay, so we're here on an improper license.
Yes.
Okay, I will speak with my client.
She owes a 248 on an old no insurance civil. That may have helped her get back on the road. Smells like chew. Mr. Bowman, 4, please. Sergeant Lord, Gorsuch Bay is concluded.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Be safe out there.
You as well.
let's go back on the record with Ms. Goss. Ms. Goss, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
My apologies, Your Honor. My client would avail herself of the people's current offer, which is to allow her to enter a plea to improper plates rather than unregistered, untitled, and the remaining two matters to be dismissed.
That's what you want to do, Ms. Goss?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights to break out rule, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
Have any, Ms., you understand by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to July the 16th, 2024, at around 4:30 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of, you may not know the area, John R. and State Fair. Did you own a 2014 Dodge around that date and time?
Yes.
And was that Dodge operable on the road around that time?
Yes.
And did you have registration for that vehicle?
No.
All right, find your client guilty of the amended count of improper plate 240, stipulate the proper cause will dismiss the other matter.
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, 240, ma'am, when can you pay it?
Can I pay it to be in January?
January, I'm gonna give you until January 2nd to either pay it or get into a payment plan, all right?
Okay.
You have to come down to the courthouse to get in that payment plan before January 2nd, or you pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I told you you can upload to DivDat app to your phone. Or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. Ms. Goss, if there's nothing further, come on back January 2nd. Let's make sure you've done one of those two things. Have a safe and happy holiday season at 8:25 on January 2nd.
Okay, thank you. Happy Halloween.
Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you, you too.
All right, this is the city of Detroit, Mr. Berry, the interpreter. City of Detroit versus Marcelle Lopez, case number SP 161-43261. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Lopez. State your full name, sir.
Do you need my help here with this?
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Por favor, señor López, diga su nombre completo. Tiene que abrir el micrófono, señor López, y decir su nombre completo.
Rafael López Aguilera.
Rafael López Aguilera.
It's breaking up.
¿Ya está bien?
Mr. Lopez, state your name for the record, please.
Is that...
All right, so what?
Diga su nombre completo para que queden actas.
Rafael López Aguilera.
Rafael
All right,
López
today is the
Aguilera.
date and time. Good morning to you, except for a pre-trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's going to work this out, try to work this out for you. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Ahorita lo voy a poner en una sala pequeña con su abogado y con el intérprete, para que usted se ponga de acuerdo con él con los cargos y para que llegue a un acuerdo. Usted tiene derecho a un juicio de todas maneras. Dele al botón
entre a la habitación que le están poniendo ahí.
Well, he was supposed to be in person this time. He did come in person too, so. Join the room. I messed up. We didn't do Thanksgiving. I messed up.
I took night. I took night. That's probably why they didn't give us the afternoon.
Ms. Harris, we ready on Ms. Gilson?
Ready.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gilson. Ms. Gilson, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what your client want to do?
Your Honor, I did advise of her rights, and I did advise of the matter that potentially is keeping her from having her driving privileges restored. She was inclined to want to have the matter reset to a pretrial. However, the people are not so much in agreement with that. They did make an offer that she could plead to allowing, but we would ask one more time if we could reset that matter to pretrial, if the people would be willing to agree to that.
Now, the people are, you already said they're not willing to agree to it. And this
Thought I
has
would
been
ask
lingering,
again.
this has been lingering around since the set pretrial on 9/16. So that was months ago now, more than 2 months ago, and I imagine it was more than 2 months. Why don't we just get some resolution today? What's the
Your Honor,
offer?
she's been advised of her rights. She could plead to, I believe it's allowing.
Is it allowing, Mr. Bowman?
Yes.
Allowing $240 fine will dismiss upon payment. When can you want to take the deal, Ms. Gilson?
Yes, I would like to take the deal, Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand, please. I can't barely see you.
I apologize. My camera is kind of where it's at on the phone. It's kind of cracked, so it's making it like kind of darker.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, I understand.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice of rights and breakout room, did she not?
Yes, you did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, I do understand that, Your Honor.
Have anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, they haven't, Your Honor.
All right. Let me draw your attention back to way back. August the 29th, 2019, around 2 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of, I don't have an area or anything on here.
Do we have a ticket, Your Honor?
I do. In the area of Hubble and Grove Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with Detroit Police Department?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, I was.
And did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, they did.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No, I could not,
Why is that?
because I was an unlicensed driver at the time operating a motor vehicle.
All right, I'll find her guilty as charged. I mean, to the amended count of allowing $240. Well, let's see. What are you doing with yourself, ma'am?
I'm currently a nurse assistant. I recently just got hired at a new location.
How much do you make an hour?
$18.50.
The open court right now will be $705 without the fine. I'm gonna give you a break this time, ma'am. I'm not gonna fine you. But you're gonna owe the court the $705. All right?
Yes,
I'm
Your
gonna
Honor.
waive the warrant fee, you pay the reinstatement fee. And that first $258 that you get, you need to pay that, and then I would, if you don't have any more, I would get into a payment plan with the other amounts, but the $258 is seemingly affecting your license, at least with the 36 District Court. Ms. Gilson, have a safe, happy holiday season. Good luck to you in nursing school, and best of luck to you on your new job, and have a very good day, okay?
All right, no problem. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right. Corporal Spidell, be safe out there. If I don't see you before the holidays, have a good one. Fitzgerald Harris, your defendant never appeared, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, I had two defendants.
Which other one was that?
Florence and Glaston.
Glaston never appeared. I
Gaston.
didn't. And then who else? Who else were here?
Oh, that was dismissed. Flores, I think that was dismissed.
All right. If there's nothing further, you be safe out there as well. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the other matters for her were dismissed for no officer. I just didn't remember making the motion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were. I'll put it on there.
Thank you.
And then the civil infractions are all still open. That's what came up with the 705, I believe. Last one. Giles was here. Michelle Giles was here. Was All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Did he fall off?
He may have, Your Honor.
What's gonna happen with that?
He seeks a trial. He seeks the appointment of counsel.
Did you get a phone number?
No, Your Honor, I did not.
It would help if you got the phone number and put it in the chat, Mr. Berry.
My apologies, Your Honor.
Your Honor, would you like me to give him a call?
You have his number?
I do not. I thought you had it. Sorry.
No. We don't.
I told him that we needed to talk to the judge.
Yeah, sometimes they don't know how to get out the room. Sometimes their device goes out of batteries. It's a litany of things that sometimes they don't pay attention. There's a lot of things that could have happened.
Is this something that you like us to do, to ask for a cell phone number just in case something like this happened? Thinking about the future?
Well, I would always like to have if they, they wanted an attorney appointed, then I would always like to have a breakout. I mean, the telephone number. I have to have the telephone number.
Okay.
All right, what we can do is we can take your number down, senior interpreter and senior Diaz, and if they call back, they come back in, we can get you back in here. And unless you just want to go through the trial services or the people that we got you in here again. You're muted.
No problem. 248-310-9599.
All right. I'll put it on the file. If they call back, I'll give you some math. This is probably gonna close out to now and we won't come back until 1:30. Oh, it's no afternoon, Doc? So.
No,
Oh,
no
well.
problem, Your Honor. You call me when
Well,
you need me.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Now I had the opportunity to wish you a happy holidays before I couldn't because I didn't want to interrupt the hearing.
I saw it in the chat though. Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay, thank you. Bye-bye, Your Honor. Bye, Consul. Happy holidays to you too.
Take care, Mr. Diaz.
Thank you.